Good evening, basketball fans from Fond du Lac High School. Greg Zonnefeld and Mark Van Werf, happy to have you along tonight for a Division 5 sectional championship game between the Randolph Rockets and the Cambria-Friesland Hilltoppers. Big game tonight. On the line is a berth down at the Kohl Center next week for one of these two teams, where they will open play on Friday morning, and we'll see which of these two teams is able to emerge. And Mark, Randolph against Cambria-Friesland, they're separated by 8 miles. It's not like these two teams don't know anything about each other.
Yeah, they're going to be super familiar with each other. They've played each other already 2 times this year. The kids know each other. Their families know each other. If you're a track participant, then next week they'll be teammates. Some of the students in their school. So it's just great for the area, great for the community. Just excited to be able to call this game tonight.
And if you're a Cambria-Friesland fan, this is the first time in school history that they've had the opportunity to advance to play in a sectional final. So to say there's excitement around the Toppers, that would be an understatement. The last time they played in a regional championship game was in the 1920 season when they took on Randolph and lost 63-55. Before that, their previous regional finals in 2016 and 2013, but this year Coach Derek Smith's squad was able to break through, win 20 games, and for Coach Smith, his 17th season, it's got to be pretty gratifying for him and his program to be at this point.
Yeah, he's a great leader of the Cambria basketball program. He's a great just influence on these young men. He's as worried about coaching them in the game of basketball as he is about coaching them in life, and that's just a key that I think is part of their program, part of the mindset that he's built, not only with the Cambria boys, but in their school in general.
And on the other side, Randolph, known as many-time 10 state titles, but they have not been to this level in quite some time either. In 2020, the COVID year, I actually called their game where they won a sectional semifinal down at Edgewood High School, and they beat Monticello that year. They never got a chance to play in the sectional final that year. They played in the sectional semifinal in 2019. But as for Coach Tyler Fisher in his 9th season, it's the first time that he's been able to lead one of the Rocket teams and get them to this point. And when you talk about integrity and teaching kids things the right way, Tyler's another guy who really does that. Absolutely.
That's a fundamental of Rocket basketball. Tyler played through the Randolph system. His assistant, Hugh, played through that as well. That's just one of the key components for their program. They do things the right way on and off the court, just to make their community proud.
So the team's just about ready to take the court for warm-ups, as we're about 20 minutes away from tip-off here on the pregame show. And we've got a lot of great sponsors who have stepped up to bring you this broadcast, whether you're watching on radioplusinfo.com or whether you're listening on AM 1170. We got Nick pushing the buttons back at the station. So what we're going to do here is take a 3-minute timeout. 3-minute timeout and give you a chance to hear from some of these great sponsors, and we'll be back with more in the pregame show. You're listening to Sectional Championship Basketball, high school sports on Radio Plus.
There's interest you accrue and interests you pursue. Plans for the long term and plans for a long weekend. Assets you allocate and ones you hold tight. At Thrivent, we believe money is a tool, not a goal. And with the right guidance, you can get the financial clarity you need and live a life rich in meaning and gratitude. Talk to a Thrivent financial professional or visit Thrivent.com to learn more.
Jonathan Leonard here, Thrivent Financial in Waupun, and now in Randolph. We're here to help you create a strategy that reflects your priorities. We help you assess your needs and determine the right steps for your unique situation. Give us a call today at 920-345-1335 or connect with us online at connect.thrivent.com/Jonathan-Leonard. Once again, 920-345-1335. Good luck to all the teams headed towards state. Thanks. God bless.
Are you missing out on life? Does chronic joint pain prevent you from doing the things you love? I get it. All you think about is pain. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak with New Medical Center. We have the solution to your problem.
My name's Gary. I had arthritis really bad in my right knee over 3 months ago. Couldn't really do anything, couldn't do stairs, just simple stuff. And now I can do things I couldn't do before. I can climb stairs, walk, anything. My spine's better, and my personal opinion is you're a fool not to get this done.
Hi, my name is Joni. I came here because I needed a new knee, but I didn't want to go through all that surgery and everything. I'm very pleased with it. And the reason I did it because I couldn't go up and down stairs very well. I couldn't work too long hours and had a hard time getting in and out of the car. I had to lift my knee up. And now I can do all those things. And I have no pain, and I would recommend it to everyone, and I have.
Call New Medical Center for an alternative approach with innovative medicine at 920-249-8757.
A&B Fitness Concepts in Randolph is accepting new members. A&B Fitness is a workout facility dedicated to helping all of its members reach their fitness goals. They offer fitness classes with a personal feel, small group personal training, and one-on-one personal training, all in a non-intimidating environment in order to fit the needs of their members. Some of the Randolph athletes participating in today's game work out at A&B Fitness Concepts in Randolph. A&B Fitness. Give them a call at 920-763-5695. Files Supper Club has been serving up a great dining experience since 1969. They invite you, your family, and friends to join them for their excellent food and drink selections. Enjoy Files' perfectly aged, seasoned, and cooked prime rib each Thursday and Saturday, and their Friday fish fry featuring tender and flaky cod. Don't forget Files' 15-foot salad bar with a wide variety of salads, vegetables, and crackers. Files Supper Club, waiting to serve you where they've been for over 50 years, south of Randolph on Highway 73.
Greg Zonneveld and Mark Vanderwerf back with you on the pregame show from the field house at Fond du Lac High School, Division 5 sectional champion. Out warming up now, the Randolph Rockets, who come into tonight's game with a record of 25-2, and the Cambria-Friesland Hilltoppers with a record of 20-8. Randolph 2 losses during the season. They lost back on December 18 to Wanakee, 58-42. Division I school, and they lost to Notre Dame, a Division II school, on December 23rd. But in 2022, Mark, 20 consecutive victories, and really the Rockets haven't been pressed much during that time either.
Yeah, they early in the season they played some really tough opponents just to kind of set the stage. I think this has been their goal from the onset of the season, to get to this game and get a berth to go play at the Kohl Center. So they built a schedule that would help them to get ready for this point in the season.
Yeah, the closest game the Rockets have had since that Christmas break was an 8-point win over Rio back on February 4. But other than that, a lot of wins by 15, 20 points. We look at their tournament trail. They opened beating Sevastopol 78-44. They knocked off Central Wisconsin Christian 73-46. They won the regional final, beating Lourdes Academy 61-45. They had to shake them off late in that one. Lourdes hung around, but Rockets prevailing at the end. And then the other night, they took on Reedsville, rated number 2 in the state in the sectional semifinal, and beat them by a score of 74-63. So really a talented, deep Rocket squad. They did lose one player who was honorable mention all-conference last year in Braden Heffley, and also 2 starters, Parker Cohn and Jordan Teets. But when you talk about the Rockets the last couple of years, and we're going to call their names a lot tonight, it's really Sam Grieger and Travis Alvin. Yeah, those are just 2 outstanding seniors that they got on this team. Both have great size. Grieger's got a lot of athleticism, can get to the basket. Nifty little left-hander, which gives him that little extra little thing that some defenders don't realize sometimes. When he gets the lane, shoots the ball well. And then you got Alvin, who's he's a strong big guy inside. Defensively, he's just in the way. Like you struggle to score in the post because he's always there. He's in great position, super strong. So it's tough to get a post move inside. Sam Grieger, 6'4", first team all-conference last year, and the player of the year, co-player of the year in the Trailways West this year. He, along with Derek Lindert from Partyville, a 2,000-plus scorer. Grieger coming in this year, 21.5 points per game, but he can get to the bucket when he wants to, and often overlooked as we talk about Rocket basketball, whether it's in the Coach Heffley era or in the Coach Fisher era, is the defensive end of the court. Yeah, they're just so fundamentally sound. They play great help defense, play great on-ball defense. Quite often you go into games and you think that, hey, we got to make sure we get stops. Finding baskets is often as difficult as it comes when you play against the Rockets. And then Ben Neiman, an honorable mention all-conference player, also 6'4". Travis Alvin, by the way, 6'6". If you don't know Travis's story, he's going to walk on to play football with the Badgers next year. Two-time first-team all-conference, second team as a sophomore, and he's 6'6", and to say he's thick, I don't know if that does it justice. He's got to be a strong 245. What do you think, Mark?
Yeah, it's hard to gauge. His legs are bigger than a lot of players' waists, so he's got a lot of muscle. Really hard guy to move.
He took a hard fall in that in their regional championship game against Lourdes. Kind of went down on a scramble and is playing with a broken nose. Maybe a blessing that he hit his nose and not directly his forehead, or could be some concussion issues. But I don't think anything's going to keep him off the floor here as we go through.
No, that was a nasty fall, but it's great to be able to see him not having any lasting from that injury. So it's great to see him out on the court.
All right, we've talked quite a bit about the Rockets. We're going to take another 3-minute timeout, and we're going to talk about the Hilltoppers of Cambria-Friesland and Coach Derek Schmidt, his squad, as the pregame show continues. You're watching sectional basketball and high school sports on Radio Plus.
Marshview Veterinary Clinic is a proud supporter of the student-athletes of the Randolph Rockets. The team at Marshview is happily accepting new patients for wellness and surgery. We're also pleased to offer emergency and urgent care services for pets throughout the community. Dr. Jeff Hookstead, Dr. Jackie McIntyre, Dr. Colby McIntyre, and the friendly staff at Marshview look forward to seeing you and your four-legged companions. Go Rockets, and good luck in the postseason.
If you have any building or remodeling projects in your future, make sure to call Jeff Rtajcic at Ace in Building and Remodeling Randolph. Ace has been in business for over 20 years and builds new homes, offers complete interior and exterior remodeling and additions, single to multiple car garages, windows, decks and patios, seamless siding and seamless gutters. Ace stands for Achieving Carpentry Excellence. Let them work on your next project. You'll be glad you did. Give Ace in Building and Remodeling a call at 920-326-3624.
The Randolph Booster Club would like to say congratulations, Randolph, on a great season. They'd like to wish the Rockets best of luck in today's playoff game. Since its inception, the Randolph Booster Club has raised more than $250,000 from organized events and donations from members, all which have made their way back to the community for youth athletics. The Randolph Booster Club. Good luck, Rockets, in your game today.
Start the new season with big savings like the ones you'll find during New Holland Dealer Days at Waupun Equipment in Waupun and Watertown. Take advantage of 0% financing and cashback offers and save big on reliable New Holland tractors, hay stools, and material handling equipment. And if you're ready to trade, come in and get your best deal. Stop by Waupun Equipment in Waupun and Watertown and go big with preseason savings during Dealer Day.
For commercial use only. Customer participation subject to credit qualification and CNH Industrial Capital America LLC approval. Standard terms, conditions, and other restrictions apply. Down payment may be required.
Greg Zonneveld and Mark Vanderwerf back with you as you watch and listen. Some of you are watching at Radio Plus Info, others you are listening on AM 1170, and it's been an exciting day for Randolph fans. And if you are watching, you see down there a little bit maybe more to the right. I don't know if Ron can get over there a little further. We've got, they're behind the basket hiding, but we've got some of the Randolph Lady Rocket basketball players. They walked in a little while ago carrying a beautiful gold ball, and now they're here to support the boys tonight as they look to get things done. Randolph boys coming back on the floor, and Cambria-Friesland's team out there with their warm-ups. The Hilltoppers, as we said, 20-8 on the season, 8-6 in the Trailways West, which tied them with Partyville for second place in the conference. Derek Smith's 17th season, just about 200 victories in his career. And the Hilltoppers, Mark, hit a rough stretch a little bit in the middle of the year, but sometimes that's what you need in order to work things out as a team.
Yeah, late December, early January, they played some really quality opponents too. Maybe that was a good message that Derek was able to use that for his team. To take some lumps in December and January is okay, as long as you can put it all together for the tournament run come February.
Had a stretch, they lost 5 out of 6 games, 3 of those on the road. They had a 3-game losing streak, picked up a win over a scrappy Rio team. As we said, they gave Randolph a rough time. But then down the stretch here, they've won 4 in a row, including the tournament, and a 6-game winning streak sandwiched around 1 loss to Partyville. So they come in winning 10 out of 11. Hilltoppers began their tournament trail beating Judah 85-46 and scratched out a tough win against Catholic Central 43-35. They beat Rio in the regional final 63-49 and then beat conference member Fall River 58-49 on Thursday night at DeForest in a game really that Cambria-Friesland took the lead early, and that was the same thing in the Rio game. They got off to a good start and really kept things under control, and Mark, that's something that's going to be really, really important tonight for the Toppers. Yeah,
they're going to have to start off just playing well, like play under control. One of the tough things when you get into this sort of environment is that you're so amped up, you're so ready to go that those first 3 to 5 minutes, you just gotta calm down. Just play your game, do the things right that you've been doing the entire season long. Concentrate on your coach's game plan. It just comes down to execution on both ends of the court.
For Cambria-Friesland, last season 19-6, lost to eventual state champ Hustisford in the regional final, and they've certainly overachieved what many would have expected this year. Graduating 2 first-team all-conference players in Kobe Smith and Griffin Hart from a year ago, and second-teamer Cade Bermania, and yet give Coach Derek Smith, Dave Prochnow, Zach Hughes, Bailey Smith some credit. They were able to reshape their team, reshape their program, and here they are, one victory from the state tournament.
Yeah, they've had some great players step up this year. Obviously anytime you lose 3 seniors like Cambria lost last year, it's a big deal. But with those guys returning, it was a solid core, and yeah, they maybe have achieved more than other people thought they were able to do this year. But I'm sure going into the season, these kids were amped up, fired up, and ready to go to prove that they had the talent and the ability to get to this level.
Owen Jones, first-team all-conference, 6'1" senior, leads 4 players in double figures on their averages. Parker Quaid is a 6'1" junior. He made second-team all-conference. Kevin Papp and Drake Bermania, the other double-digit scorers, both made honorable mention all-conference as well. So teams have wrapped up their warm-ups, and we'll be getting ready here for our pregame introductions as well as our national anthem. So we're going to take a 2-minute timeout here, and we'll get things set over here at the floor and come back and be ready for tip-off. You're listening to High School Sports on Radio Plus.
Dairyland Auto Center in Randolph is the place to bring your vehicle to keep it running its best. Owner Micah Voskill has been working at Dairyland for over 20 years. Their ASE certified mechanics can do everything from replacing your tires, brakes, and battery, oil changes, and simple maintenance to replacing your transmission. And they use quality Napa parts. Pamper your vehicle with a visit to Dairyland Auto Center in Randolph. They wish the Randolph Rockets good luck in the playoffs.
Are you missing out on life? Does chronic joint pain prevent you from doing the things you love? I get it. All you think about is pain. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak with New Medical Center. We have the solution to your problem.
My name is Jim. Came to New Medical for bad knee pain. Before that, I couldn't squat, kneel. I had difficulty getting in my truck. 12 weeks later, things are getting better and improving every day.
Hi there, my name is Steve. I had a lot of pain in my right knee due to arthritis. The results I've experienced have been a lot less pain in my knee. I'm able to walk up and down steps a lot better than I was. I would highly recommend the procedure to anybody that's been talking to an orthopedic surgeon. They wanted to perform a full knee replacement on me, and I thought I'm pretty young for that, so I was looking for other alternatives.
Call New Medical Center for an alternative approach with innovative medicine at 920-249-8255. 8757.
Randolph Family Dental understands families. Dr. Ross Werner and his daughters Dr. Madeline Werner and Dr. Muriel Werner are there to take care of all of your family's dental needs. They are committed to the highest level of care for their patients, and Randolph Family Dental is currently taking new patients. Call them at 920-326-3191. That's 920-326-3191. Good luck, Rockets, from the friendly staff at Randolph Family Dental.
Sam's Well Drilling would like to congratulate the Randolph Rockets on a great season. Providing well drilling services to the area for over 50 years. Trust the best and trust Sam's Well Drilling. They are a geothermal loop contractor. For more details on the services they offer, check out samswelldrilling.com. Sam's Well Drilling, located just outside of Randolph. Go Rockets from everyone at Sam's Well Drilling of Randolph. Well worth it. It's Sam's Well Drilling.
Welcome back to the Fondy Fieldhouse. The opening starting lineups being introduced for both of these teams. And we'll do the same as we are happy to have you here on Radio Plus Sports. Whether you're watching online, and we've got watchers in Florida, watchers around the country tuning in to watch this game today, or whether you're listening at home. I'm Greg Zonnefeld, and with me is Mark Vanderwerf, and we're going to bring you the action as we go through here. Let's look at the starting lineups. For the Randolph Rockets, they're going to start at one guard. Carter Meredith, a 5'10" sophomore, 6.4 points per game, has knocked down 39 three-pointers. The other guard will be Sam Grieger, a 6'4" senior, 21.5 points per game. He's made 32 triples. Travis Alvin in the post, 6'6" senior, 18 points, 10.9 rebounds. Jake Dykstra is a forward, 6'2" sophomore, 2.4 points. And Ben Neiman rounds out the starting lineup, a 6'4" senior, 7.9 points, 5 rebounds per game. Coached by Tyler Fisher in his 9th season, 165-58. Paul Roberts and Josh Fisher are his assistants. For Cambria-Friesland, coached by Derek Schmidt in season number 17. We'll start Kevin Papp, a 6'1" senior, averaging 10.9 points, 4.5 rebounds. Owen Jones, a 6'1" senior, 13 points per game. He's made 55 threes on the year. Drake Bermania, a 6'1" junior, 10.4 points, 7.2 rebounds. He's a real horse all over the court. Parker Quaid, a 6'1" junior, 13 points per game. And Cooper Schrant, 6'3" senior, 4 points per game. Our officials tonight, Richard Radel from Manitowoc, Jeffrey Schwartz from Chilton, and Richard Schwartz from Manitowoc. Seasoned, experienced crew with 18, 36, and 42 years experience. Ball's in the air, tipped up by Grieger, controlled by Alvin, and now Carter Meredith will run the point. Man-to-man defense for Cambria-Friesland. We got an early whistle.
Got an offensive foul on Alvin.
Wow. Player control foul on Travis Alvin. 7 seconds in. A very key component of the Randolph team with the first foul, and we'll see how that plays out. Here comes Cambria. The Toppers in their white with red numerals. Red trim. Out high with it is Bermania. Bermania playing catch out front with Schrant. Now here's Quaid. Quaid out high, Bermania. And Bermania is going to go off to Schrant. Now with it is Papp. Papp guarded by Meredith, comes on the left wing to Quaid. Cambria's going to be plenty patient. Interested to see how this game plays out. Now through the screen, coming around the screen and able to get a shot was Drake Bermania. Now at high is Schrant. They're going to let him stand out that three-point line all night. Owen Jones with it on the dribble. Right wing to Quaid. Quaid looks in the post and now dumps it out high. With it there is Jones. Jones on the left wing to Papp. Randolph fans exhorting the defense. Penetrates, now dumps it out high, 22 feet away from the basket is Schrant. Schrant now on the baseline is Jones. Jones now beats the double team, comes out to Schrant as Alvin comes to double, leaving his man Schrant way out high.
This first possession is what both teams are looking to do. Cambria seems to be looking to slow it down, run great offense. Randolph is playing their always great defense.
And really not even getting in a good position to take a shot are the Toppers. Trying to run backdoor cuts, but Randolph's defense really holding well. Holding the ball there is Papp, and he gets it to Quaid, and now standing out high with it is Bermania. Bermania now off to Schrant. Schrant in the corner, Quaid. Look inside, baseline, had the cutter finally after all that, and it went through the hands of Bermania and out of bounds.
Yeah, it was a great baseline cut, just couldn't quite corral the ball, lost it out of bounds.
So Cambria-Friesland running about 80 seconds off the clock on that first possession. And now it'll be Randolph's time as they had the ball for about 3 seconds before getting called for a foul the first time out. Meredith with it on the right wing is Dykstra. Dykstra going around his man, pulls up baseline, dumps it out high. Neiman, back Dykstra right corner. Looking inside to Alvin. He's going to go out around his man, stops, looks for somewhere to go, now gets it back to Meredith. Meredith using the screen from Neiman, who rolls off, doesn't get it. Alvin at the high post, now Dykstra right wing, now Alvin right elbow. He's going to go in the lane, now dumps it in the corner. Meredith, 3-ball on the way, baseline, missed everything. Ball's tipped out of bounds, and it's going to stay here. So Carter Meredith has made 39 three-pointers on the season. That one not a real good-looking one from the baseline, went about 23 feet instead of 20. Long inbounds pass comes out Grieger. Grieger's going to back off as he's got Drake Bermania guarding him. Dykstra on the left wing, looking inside to Alvin as they do play behind him. Neiman looking to the high-low, doesn't get it there. Comes out high, Neiman left wing, top of the circle. Meredith now the reverse right side. If it is Dykstra, Dykstra to Alvin.
Randolph's doing good, looking for a lot of high-low action.
Yep. Haven't found it yet. Grieger rubs the screen. Now he's going to put it on the ground. Goes through 3 guys, lays up with the right hand. It's up, no good. Ball tipped by Alvin, but unable to get it. And coming out of there with it are the Hilltoppers. They're going to run it up the right side. Long pass ahead, Jones. Jones going to penetrate inside. 12-footer on the way. Rolls it in good. Owen Jones breaks the scoreboard, and it's 2-0. 2-0 in favor of Cambria-Friesland. 15 minutes to go here in the opening half in the early going. In the corner with it is Dykstra. Dykstra high post Alvin. Alvin now inside Neiman. Nice cut. Neiman goes up strong, and he's going to get the foul. Made a nice pump fake, got the man in the air, and went hard to the bucket.
Yeah, Alvin, he made a great backdoor cut. Alvin made a great high-low pass, got himself to the line.
Parker Quaid whistled for the foul, his first, the team's first. Ben Neiman, the 6'4 junior, 67% free throw shooter, is going to make his first trip here to the line. Free throw's on its way and short. Neither of these teams overly stellar at the line, I'll say it that way. Cambria-Friesland shoots 56% on free throws, Randolph 60, and Neiman gets 1 out of 2, puts the Rockets on the board, and it's 2-1. So Parker Quaid to walk it up for the Hilltoppers against the Rockets. Those of you listening at home, Randolph in their Randolph Royal Blues with blue numbers outlining white. Not a broadcaster's favorite, but at least we can see them. Out high with it is Pap. Pap looking for somewhere to go. Defended, now dumps it back to Bermania. And Neiman's going to give him all kinds of room. Bermania is just going to stand there. Now we'll go with the dribble. Trying to rub off the high screen, goes down, baseline spins, runs into a triple team. Gives it off now to Jones. Jones with the reversal. Here's Quaid. Nice cut off by Grieger. With it now on the dribble is Jones. Jones to Quaid. Now they go the other side, and they'll try it with Pap. Pap now Bermania. Bermania right at the top of the key off to Schrant. Schrant, Alvin's giving him about 15 feet there when he gets the ball.
Yeah, he has no desire to leave the lane defensively.
Trying to penetrate was Owen Jones. It's tipped loose and taken away. Ben Neiman cleans up the loose change, and Randolph will come back the other way. Second turnover on the Toppers. Right wing pass, Dykstra. Dykstra now Grieger. Grieger back to Dykstra. They're really giving him a lot of room to shoot too. Now here's Grieger off the high screen from Alvin. Penetrates left side, double clutch, off the rim, good, and he'll shoot 1.
Yeah, it was just a great attack off right down the lane line. Got to the rim and had a great finish. Now he gets himself an and 1.
Drake Bermania with the foul. His first, the team's second, and Grieger definitely able to go either way, but that time took advantage of that strength to the left. Being a lefty, kind of double clutched as he drew the contact and finished.
Yeah, so far both teams have executed great offense, being very patient on offense, and they both have kind of seemed like they're looking to play a lot of help defense to keep kids out of the lane.
Grieger misses the free throw, but on the rebound, there's a foul on Kevin Pap. The Cambria-Friesland bench, I think, wanted a help ball, but it went to Pap. And here on the inbounds, Dykstra makes a nice cut, gets the assist from Schrant, from Meredith, and Randolph out now to a 5-2 lead. Good inbounds play. Not the guy you'd expect. They always key on Grieger and Alvin, and that opens up a lot of options on the other side. Off the high post, Bermania stops, pops, pulls up, 8-footer. Nice strong move right over Alvin.
Yeah, that was a great finish through contact.
Drake Bermania going in with the big guys, bumped into Alvin, went right up, and it's 5-4. Left wing is Dykstra. Dykstra penetrates the free throw line, now at high to Grieger. Krieger's going to penetrate, stop. Now he feeds Neiman. Actually, Dykstra now inside Alvin. Stop, step through, up over Schrant, and good.
Just so strong. Caught the ball in the middle of the lane. There was nothing really Cambria could do at that point.
3 straight baskets after an early miss for the Rockets, and the lead 7-4. Out high with it is Jones. Jones with a long three-pointer, and it's up and good. They gave him room, and both teams 3 for 4 shooting, and we have the first tie of the game at 7 apiece. Krieger trying to go to the basket, and going to call a foul here, and that could be 2 on Bermania, and that's a big call as just about 6.5 minutes or 5.5 minutes in, Drake Bermania, one of the best defenders for the Toppers with 2 fouls.
Yeah, he's got great length defensively, but that's huge picking up too early.
Krieger now off the switch. Parker Quaid will guard him in the Topper man-to-man. Krieger's going to go left side, gets around, trying to find somewhere to go and dumps it. Here's Dykstra, 15-footer off the back iron, no good, but Krieger gets the rebound. Dumps it out high to Dykstra, back to Krieger in the corner, and they'll reset the offense. Krieger now is going to penetrate left side. Nice defense from behind. And Owen Jones risking a foul, but knocked it out of bounds.
Yeah, I got the back tip on Krieger. Looked like it might have gone off Randolph, but the official saw it. Ball to Randolph.
Meredith inbounds Dykstra. Looks in the post to Neiman. Instead they come high post to Alvin. Now Meredith coming around the screen. Uses a high screen. Here's Alvin. He's going to look to test Schrant. Going to go in on him. Spin. Left hand shot is up, no good. And the rebound by Bermania. Good defense by Schrant.
Yeah, absolutely. And that time they were able to finish it with a defensive rebound, which is key.
Toppers looking to take the lead if they can at this possession. 11.5 to go here in the first half. Parker Quaid goes baseline, feeds it out to Hap, or Pap, I should say. Fumble the ball.
They might wish they had Ethan Hap out there.
Yeah, they might. Out high with it is Bermania. Bermania now to Schrant. Literally, if you're watching, you can see that Schrant has 15 feet between him and Alvin. Alvin just sagging way in the lane. Good scouting here. Both these teams have played twice this year. One game fairly close, the other one a Rocket blowout. Schrant with it. Now gets it off there to Pap. Pap with the dribble, guarded by Meredith. Going to penetrate, now step out, now spin, stops, free throw line. Call for an offensive foul.
Yeah, he threw his elbow out a little bit there. That's a tough call, but as long as they call that same way the entire game, both coaches will be okay with that.
Second on Pap, so Randolph with 2 starter, or rather Cambria-Friesland with 2 starters with 2 fouls. Into the bench you go. Dietrich Meyer and Owen Gould check in for the Rockets. Tate DeJager and Spencer Wiersma are going to check in for Cambria-Friesland. 7 all our score. Inside the 11-minute mark. Inside it comes to Alvin with Schrant out. They're going to go right in the post, and he's going to wheel around, and ball's going to go out of bounds on the rebound. Last touch by Owen Gould, and you instantly see when Schrant comes out, who's 6'3", maybe 220, and they're replacing with a smaller player, they're going right at Alvin.
Yeah, Alvin's got great size on Schrant even, but when they have to go to the bench, he's got even more size. He's probably got 6 inches, probably close to 75 pounds on that kid.
Alvin's going to take a break as Neiman comes back in.
They
called the foul on Alvin on that, so that's why he's coming out. I missed that.
I missed it as well.
So 2 fouls on Alvin, equally important. Pass comes inside, ball's knocked loose as DeJager tried to make the pass. 4th turnover on Cambria-Friesland. Here's Grieger. The ball on the dribble. Grieger guarded right now by Owen Jones. Go inside, through everybody and lays it in. Wow.
Just a great athletic attack of the basket.
You can see why he has averaged 21.5 a game. He's going to be a fine college player somewhere next year. And it's 9-7 Randolph. 10 minutes to go right now in this opening half. Here's Quaid. Quaid up and over a man. Ball rolls loose and knocked out of bounds. And Owen Gould tried to tap it to a teammate and couldn't. And Cambria-Friesland will maintain possession. Going to go 4 flat. Randolph staying in a man. Lobbed into Bermania. Bermania gets it off to DeJager. DeJager now gives it off to Jones. Jones dumps in the baseline. Here's Bermania. Gets around Neiman. Fakes, shoots, scores.
That was a great attack basket. Did the pump fake like coaches always try to tell you to do. Caught Neiman in the air. Was able to finish through the contact. Got himself an and one.
Nice offensive set that time by the Toppers. Penetration and a hard baseline drive. And Cambria-Friesland looking to get back to their to the lead, matching the lead they had early on. Free throw by Bernania is up and good. 5 for Drake. And substitution, he's going to come out with those 2 fouls. And Cooper Schrant is going to come back in. Go ahead.
I was going to just make a comment about I think that both teams are probably fairly happy offensively with their execution. Defensive end, they can't be happy with the foul trouble that they're already in.
Yeah, the referee's calling it close. Probably could be to Cambria's advantage. We'll see if I'm right on that. With it now over there is Gould. Gould now off Meyer. Meyer lobbing it down low. Neiman in the post into the double team. Comes back out Gould. Now here comes Grieger. Grieger's going to stop. 15-foot blocked. Blocked from behind. Nice recovery by Owen Jones. Here comes Cambria-Friesland back the other way. Quaid in the corner. With it there is DeJager. DeJager and his pass is taken away.
The
Steal
long arms
by
of Grieger.
Grieger's going to go right through a double team and get a foul. Cambria-Friesland trying to take the charge. Grieger shedded, I don't know if that's the right way, got around that defender and was hit by Parker Quaid down on the baseline.
Yeah, he attacked hard and just was able to slither his way in there with that nifty left hand.
Sometimes the tongue gets in the way of the words. So at the line is Grieger. Sam Grieger makes his first free throw. He's ironically, he's a 76% free thrower on the year. In off the bench, Caden McNichol, 6'1" senior. Made a few threes in that game against Central Wisconsin Christian early in the year. Second shot by Grieger is up and good. Randolph back on top, 11-10. Grieger now with 6 points. 3 starters for Cambria-Friesland with 2 fouls apiece. So we'll follow that one. Travis Alvin on the bench with 2 fouls for the Rockets.
Yeah, I think the game plan was to be patient. With foul trouble, they even have to be more patient than they were initially.
On the left wing with it is Spencer Wiersma, now to Schrant, back to Wiersma. Wiersma in off the bench, 5'11" senior. Here's Quaid, going to go in the lane, dump it out Schrant. Reverse pass comes now to Pap. Pap now to Quaid. Quaid skip pass all the way in the corner. Owen Jones, 3 on the baseline is long. And collecting the rebound over there, imagine that. It's Grieger. Grieger coming back the other way. Looking for a high screen. Now he's going to try to break down Jones one-on-one again through the lane. And they got late defensive help. And Grieger couldn't quite get that. I think he thought he got fouled.
Yeah, it looks fairly clean. You know, a little tip on the little hand on the ball there, knocked it loose and off his leg out of bounds.
So that time he got a little bit airborne and thought he could get to the rim, but Cambria-Friesland, the Toppers rotated a 3rd defender and he didn't have a way to get around him. Parker Quaid on the dribble, left lane pass to Pap. Going to use a high screen from Schrant. It's knocked loose. Pap comes near midcourt to recover. Now they get it off to Jones. Jones going to go inside himself, dumps it to Quaid. Quaid inside. He's going to throw up a wild left-handed shot. It's up no good. All blue jerseys underneath. And Randolph able to clear the rebound out. That was Neiman. Long pass comes down court to McNichol. Gives it out now to Grieger. Grieger now on the wing to Meyer. Meyer in the corner to Meredith. Back out to Grieger. A different kind of lineup for Randolph right now. Not a lot of size, though I guess Neiman is in there, but not the size you're used to seeing. And Cambria-Friesland that time tips it out with 7.5 to go. Randolph leading 11-10. Bounce pass, Carter Meredith. Meredith now on the right wing to McNichol. McNichol inside. Neiman looking for somewhere to go through the double team. Going to throw it all the way over top and out of bounds. First turnover of the game on Randolph. And Coach Tyler Fisher kind of shaking his head on that one. And Neiman just got a little too impatient there.
Yeah, he did well, though. He handled the double team and did the exact thing he should. Just looked for the open guy on the perimeter, just overshot the pass.
Quaid now off to Schrant. And I think if you're Derek Smith, you like this pace, especially with this margin in the game right now. Over there is Jones. Jones trying to go one-on-one on Meyer. Now dumps in the corner Schrant. Back to Jones. Jones inside Quaid. Quaid's going to stop, fake, throw up the shot off the glass. No good. Rebound inside is blocked, but Cambria-Friesland gets it back. Now on the baseline, here's Jones. Now off Pap. 3 ball on the baseline is up no good. Cambria-Friesland that time gets 3 cracks at it, but cannot score. And here come the Rockets back the other way, the 1-point lead. Grieger looking to get to the lane. Now right side Meredith. Meredith's going to penetrate. He's going to go all the way inside and lay it up. It's long. Rebound cleared out of there by Schrant. And we get down to the other end. We get a foul called on the Rockets. We're going to get Caden McNichol. It'll be his first, the team's fourth. Cambria-Friesland again to inbounds the play on the baseline. Inbounds comes to Schrant. He feeds off there to Wiersma. Wiersma to Papp. Trying to run through. Papp gets it out high. Holding the ball there is Owen Jones. Jones now Parker Quaid, guarded by Grieger. Comes now to Wiersma. Wiersma now to Papp. Trying to run a little high screen rub. Nothing there. Here comes Schrant. And just as Alvin gave him a lot of room, so does Neiman. Baseline Wiersma now out high. It comes to Quaid. Quaid puts the ball on the floor, going left side, runs through two guys and get a blocking foul. Unable to get good position down there was Ben Neiman. And we get two shots coming in for Parker Quaid.
Again, another 90-second possession for Cambria. Executed their offense. Attacked the basket, got it out of bounds underneath.
Inbound, say before the shot, so Cambria again to inbound. It's Schrant. Schrant to Wiersma. Wiersma now is going to feed it off there to Jones. Jones guarded now by Meyer. Try to get inside, pull up wild. 12-foot shot is up, no good. Rebound, though, is taken down inside by Kevin Papp, and Cambria-Friesland is going to maintain possession. 5:36 to go on our scoreboard. It's Randolph 11, Cambria-Friesland 10 in a quickly played first half here. Neither team calling a timeout. Game really moving along with a lot of pace. Here's a three ball on the baseline, is up, no good. Rebound in the lane, Schrant couldn't quite put it in. And coming back the other way is Randolph. So after making 5 of their first 6, Cambria-Friesland now has missed unofficially the last 8 shots. Driving inside is Grieger, and he's going to put it up and in.
Yeah, Coach Tilma said, you know what, go get a basket. I think he's maybe a little bit frustrated with the low scoring pace of the game. The clock's been running a lot, but I don't think that keeping it this low scoring is maybe what Tyler was hoping for. So he just wanted Grieger to go get himself a basket.
So Grieger gets inside. He's got 8 points, going to try to make it 9, his second time tonight that he's had a chance for a three-point play. Missed the first one. This one's up and good. So Randolph now with their biggest lead of the game, 14-10 here at the 5:16 mark. And Parker Quaid is going to be content to walk it up court. We are going to get a timeout. First timeout we've had of the game. Coach Derek Schmidt of the Toppers signals full timeout. We'll take it as well. A 60-second break coming your way. This is High School Sports on Radio Plus.
The Boathouse Pub and Eatery on the shores of Fox Lake serves lunch and supper with the best view of Fox Lake. Their menu gives you many delicious options like burgers, pizza, nachos, chicken, sandwiches, wraps, and so much more. The Boathouse has great specials Monday through Saturday, including all-you-can-eat chicken wings, all-you-can-eat spaghetti, burgers and fries, tacos, and of course their amazing fish fry. Bring your friends or make new ones at the Boathouse Pub and Eatery on Chief Kuno Trail, Fox Lake.
Say hello to Ergo, a bank designed to change the way you feel about banks. Ergo Bank combines ergonomics with economics to create a more comfortable banking experience. Ergo Bank accommodates the needs of today's busy customers, which is why at Ergo, banking has never felt better. Get to know Ergo by visiting us in Marquezan and Fox Lake, and take a look at our new website at ergobank.com. Ergo Bank, better banking by design. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Greg Zonefeld and Mark Vanderwerf back with you here at the Fondy Fieldhouse. And over 700 of you are watching online tonight. And that's awesome, whether you're in Wisconsin or wherever you are. Hope you're enjoying the game so far. Randolph leading 14-10. Cambria-Friesland on the attack. Drake Bermania back in after the timeout. Gets it off now to Papp. Papp looking for somewhere to go, gets it to Wiersma. Wiersma, had the cutter inside, couldn't get to Jager. Now they feed on the baseline to Bermania. Bermania gets it now to Jager. He's open. Now they go on the other side to Quaid. So look to get those baseline rub-offs, but good fundamental defense by Randolph. Not many easy shots to be had here in this opening half. Kevin Papp skips it now in the corner. Quaid faked. Maybe had a little space to shoot the three, but decides not to. And here's Papp with 4.5 to go. With it now to Jaeger. DeJager puts the ball on the floor now. Quaid tests the inside. Now he's stopped by Grieger. Gets it off Bermania. Bermania now is going to dribble out top. Off to Kevin Papp. Kevin Papp holds the ball now. Feeds it off to Parker Quaid. 6'1 junior, honorable mention all-conference player. Wiersma now gets it off to DeJager. DeJager now off to Bermania. Got to respect him a little bit from the outside. Now they get it off to Papp. Kevin Papp, 6'1 senior, 4 10-point scorers for Randolph on the year. Inside Bermania, dumps it out Quaid. Quaid now is going to go inside, dump it off Papp. He's open, 3-ball, left side, up, no good, but he's fouled. Go ahead.
A great offensive possession for Cambria coming out of that timeout. Got exactly what Coach Smith wanted.
Foul on Carter Meredith, his first, team 6th. And Kevin Papp, who has yet to score tonight, is going to get 3 tries at the free throw line. 66% free thrower on the year. First one's up and good. Little at the Randolph student section off to his left as he shoots that one, giving him a little cat calling going on. Here's the second one. That one's up and good as well. And now substitutions. Owen Jones and Cooper Schrant return, and the 2 substitutions for Randolph, or for Cambria that have played, Tate DeJager, Spencer Wiersma, get a nice hand from the Topper crowd for their work.
Yeah, they did. They had a great stint their first time getting on the floor in the sectional final. They played pretty well.
All 3 made by Kevin Papp, and it's a 1-point game with 3:45 to go here late in the half. Glad to have you along here on Radio Plus, whether you're watching online or listening on AM 1170. Great basketball game here so far on a full day of basketball. Pass going inside. Somehow they get it to Neiman, threw it up, go off the bottom of the backboard, and Cambria-Friesland comes away. The Toppers with the ball and a chance to take the lead. Quaid over to Papp on the left wing. Looking for someone to cut out high, and out comes Owen Jones. Jones between the rings, left side pass comes to Drake Bermania. Bermania's going to go inside. Stop. Ball's knocked loose, but comes right to Owen Jones. Jones in the corner to Quaid. Quaid now skip pass to Schrant as we're down to the 3-minute mark here this opening half. Parker Quaid will go around Grieger. Through a man and down. We're going to get a push off. Wow.
That's big. That's 3.
Parker Quaid whistled for his 3rd foul. And we're going to have to, Cambria-Friesland's going to have to go to the bench. And Jake Dykstra is coming back in for Randolph. And coming back in for Cambria-Friesland is going to be Spencer Wiersma. And Parker Quaid, who has yet to score tonight, still is a 13-point scorer, equal for top scoring on the team. And with him with 3 fouls, that could be big, not only now, but in the second half.
Yeah, he's going to have to watch it even when he comes back in the second half. He's got to try to find himself a basket. He tried to go hard to the basket there. Just got a little bit unlucky with the offensive foul.
And Caden McNichol drove inside, stopped, and then the ball kept going. And the turnover is the 3rd on the Rockets. And so it'll be Cambria-Friesland ball once again with a chance to take the lead as they trail 14-13. On your new Medical Center scoreboard. Right wing pass, with it is Bermania. Bermania off to Schrant. Schrant now gets it off to Papp. Papp closely guarded out there by Meredith. Now comes on the right wing, with it is Bermania. Bermania looking for somewhere to go, gets it out to Jones. Jones now to Wiersma. Wiersma with it now, gets it off to Papp. Thought about the 3, now dumps left side. Here's Wiersma. He's going to let go of the 3-ball from the far side. It's up no good. And the rebound taken out of there by Jake Dykstra. He'll give it off to Carter Meredith, and Meredith will bring it up as we wind down toward 2 minutes to go here in this opening half. McNichol open, left side 3 is up, no good, and the rebound taken down inside by Schrant.
Coming out of that timeout, Cambria switched over to 2-3 zone, got able to get 3 stops in a row.
Left side pass, with it is Bermania. Bermania now to Schrant. Schrant now to Wiersma. Wiersma now guarded there by Grieger. He's got long arms, trying to force the steal. Here's Bermania in the corner. Comes out of the corner now and gets it up to Jones. Jones off to Papp. Papp off Wiersma to Wiersma, comes around the screen. Bounce pass off Drake Bermania. Out to Wiersma. Wiersma goes to the free throw line, stops, dumps it back out to Bermania. Cambria-Friesland kind of probes a little bit and then pulls it back out, looking if they can get an opening, they'll take it. But now they're very willing here late in this first half just to really be patient. Schrant with it, and we're down now to 1 minute to go to halftime. Randolph leading 14-13, but this is another 60-plus second possession here by Cambria-Friesland. Bermania gives it off to Wiersma. Dribble inside, looks to Schrant, forced it, and Dykstra took it away. And very unfortunate, Cambria-Friesland turns it over with 40 seconds to go. We'll see what Randolph does coming the other way. Meredith right side to McNichol. McNichol looking inside, gets it Grieger. Grieger goes up strong, shot is up and good. He wanted the and one, but Sam Grieger now with 11, and Randolph makes the lead 16-13. And walking the ball, of course, will be Owen Jones. This will be the last possession, likely, barring a turnover here, of this first half. Jones with 10. Now Jones with 7. Looking to penetrate. Three-pointer on the way. In and out and in again. Owen Jones with the three-pointer. The long shot at the buzzer is no good. We've reached halftime of this sectional championship game here in Fond du Lac. And our score, Cambria-Friesland 16 and Randolph 16. And Mark, big three-pointer there by Owen Jones to end the half to make things all even just like we started.
Yeah, you always like to have the last basket going into halftime, get that little bit of energy going there. I'm sure Coach Smith would have liked it to give Randolph one less offensive possession to put them up by 2, but that's not how it ended, but I'm sure he's happy with that shot at the end of the half.
So these two teams are going to go to halftime deadlocked, just like we began. So it'll be an 18-minute run, at least, to the Kohl Center when we come back here with some more information for you on our halftime show. But we've reached halftime on your New Medical Center scoreboard. Our score, Randolph 16 and Cambria-Friesland 16. We're going to take a little break here. Here's some messages from the sponsors bringing you this game. We'll be back in 4 minutes here. You're watching and listening to High School Sports on Radio Plus.
Marshview Veterinary Clinic is a proud supporter of the student athletes of the Randolph Rockets. The team at Marshview is happily accepting new patients for wellness and surgery. We're also pleased to offer emergency and urgent care services for pets throughout the community. Dr. Jeff Hookstead, Dr. Jackie McIntyre, Dr. Colby McIntyre, and the friendly staff at Marshview look forward to seeing you and your four-legged companions. Go Rockets, and good luck in the postseason.
Chad and Tricia Dinkle, owners of Otter's Inn Bar and Grill in Randolph, invite you to join them for their excellent food and fun things to do. You'll love their prime rib served up every other Saturday. Be treated to Otter's liver and onions featured on the third Wednesday each month, and get together with friends every Saturday at 1:30 for their euchre tournament. Otter's Inn Bar and Grill wishes the Randolph Rockets good luck in today's game and invites you to bring friends over for a night of fun, food, and drinks. Otter's is located at 179 Stark Street, Randolph. Quaid Real Estate, LLC in downtown Fox Lake specializes in waterfront and residential properties. With 40 years of real estate experience, Julie and Sonia offer the knowledge to guide you through the home buying and selling process. Quaid Real Estate is open full-time and offer professional photography with drone imagery. It's a seller's market and the inventory is low. If you expect more, contact the company that cares. Quaid Real Estate, area leader in listings and solds at 920-928-2422 or visit QuaidRealEstate.com. Roberts Brothers Painting of Randolph is a proud supporter of Randolph Rockets athletics. Family owned and operated since 1958, the Roberts Brothers have the skills, knowledge, and techniques to get your exterior paint job done right. No matter your painting needs, Roberts Brothers Painting uses the finest materials and equipment to guarantee a professional job that you'll be proud of. For more info, visit RobertsBrothersPainting.com or give Hugh or Paul, the Roberts Brothers, a call at 326-5103 or 326-6214 for all of your exterior painting needs.
Sam's Well Drilling would like to congratulate the Randolph Rockets on a great season, providing well drilling services to the area for over 50 years. Trust the best and trust Sam's Well Drilling. They are a geothermal loop contractor. For more details on the services they offer, check out samswelldrilling.com. Sam's Well Drilling, located just outside of Randolph. Go Rockets from everyone at Sam's Well Drilling of Randolph. Well worth it. It's Sam's Well Drilling.
Making the most of all you've been given isn't about you alone. so you shouldn't have to figure it out alone. For expert solutions that can help you live a life that's rich beyond money, see how your money can do more at Thrivent.com.
Jonathan Leonard here, Thrivent Financial Rep in Waupun and now in Randolph. Visit us at connect.thrivent.com/Jonathan-Leonard or call us at 920-345-1335. Good luck to Waupun and Randolph as they venture towards state. Thanks. God bless.
Are you missing out on life? Does chronic joint pain prevent you from doing the things you love? I get it. All you think about is pain. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak with New Medical Center. We have the solution to your problem.
My name is Mary, and I was treated at the New Medical Center for knee pain. I couldn't walk long distances, stand up from a chair easily, or do stairs well. Now I can do all of these things and walk 2 miles.
Hi, my name is Linda. I was treated at the New Medical Center for pain in both of my knees, and it has made a huge difference. I couldn't walk up the stairs. I couldn't get up and down easily off the floor after playing with my grandkids. Getting up off the couch at night was difficult. Now I can do all of that. Right now I have no pain in my knees. I would definitely recommend this procedure to anybody who has pain in their knees, and I would recommend that you do it sooner rather than later.
Call New Medical Center for an alternative approach with innovative medicine at 920-249-8757.
Greg Zonefeld and Mark Vanderwerf back with you from the Fondy Fieldhouse, and we're at halftime on our New Medical Center scoreboard. All knotted up at 16 apiece, Mark, and both coaches now in the locker room taking a look at the way things have gone in this first half. And what do you think? What do you think's being talked about in these two by these veteran coaches?
On the Randolph side of things, defensively, you got to be very happy. Actually, both teams have to be very happy defensively. To limit either of these teams to 16 points and a half is stellar. I'm guessing in the Randolph side of thing, offensively, they want to try to push the pace a little bit more. Get into transition, get Grieger going to the basket a little bit more, just to try to increase the tempo of the game. I don't know that Cambria is going to want to increase the tempo. I think they're going to want to keep the pace down. They're going to talk about Alvin coming back into the game in the second half, needing to control him, keep him off the boards, but then also trying to keep playing defense and then keep trying to contain Grieger with one or two guys helping.
Total of 30 shot attempts so far in this game. Which pretty low, as if you'd say that. Cambria-Friesland unofficially now 5 for 16 for 31%, and Randolph 6 out of 14 for 43%. As we take a look at some of the other numbers, 6 turnovers for Cambria-Friesland, 3 for Randolph, but I can't say that really any of those turnovers, those live ball turnovers, turned into easy baskets either way.
No, and that's the biggest thing in the turnover battle. Obviously, you don't want to turn it over, but if you can limit live ball turnovers where you don't turn the ball over and automatically give the other team 2 points, that's huge. So they're doing a great job on both teams of limiting those opportunities for the defense to get in the passing lane and get steals.
Scoring at halftime for Cambria-Friesland, Owen Jones leads them with 8 points, 2 3-pointers, including one just before the half that tied this game up. 5 points for Drake Bermania, 2 field goals, 1 of 1 at the line. Kevin Papp with 3 points on 3 of 3 at the line, and Parker Quaid, Cooper Schrant, Tate DeJager, and Spencer Wiersma all played, did not score. One thing to note, Parker Quaid 3 fouls, which will be a factor as we go into the second half. For Randolph, they're led in scoring by Sam Grieger. He finishes up with 11 points, 4 2-point baskets, 3 of 4 at the line. 2 of those were 3-point play the hard way opportunities. Travis Alvin with 2 points, got 2 early fouls, didn't steal out of him. Jake Dykstra 2 points, Ben Neiman 1 of 2 at the line for 1 point. Carter Meredith, Dietrich Meyer, Caden McNichol, and Owen Gould all played but did not score. Foul trouble going to be a factor here. Randolph, Ben Neiman, and Travis Alvin 2 apiece. And for Cambria-Friesland, Kevin Papp and Drake Bermania 2 apiece. Parker Quaid 3 fouls, and we'll see how that impacts the way these teams go about playing our second half.
Yeah, defensively that's going to be huge. Obviously, Cambria with those 3 guys, or 2 guys having 2 fouls, and Quaid having 3, that's huge. That's a lot of their scorers. Parker's got to get it going offensively in the second half. I'm sure Coach Smith will potentially look to try to run something for him early in the half to get him going. They were down big in their sectional semifinal. at half, but came out on fire in the second half. So that's what Derek's going to be looking forward to in the second half.
All right, we're going to take a 90-second break, reset the deck, and get set for the second half of our action today. Once again, at halftime here on our new Medical Center scoreboard, Randolph 16, Cambria-Friesland 16. We'll be back with the second half after this. This is High School Sports on Radio Plus.
From Tea's Cup and Cream in Randolph invites you to check out what's new at her shop. Tea's has added some delicious soup choices. Shop their fun collection of spring merchandise. Coming March 15th, Tea's Cup and Cream introduces the acai berry. Not only are they tasty, but this super berry is high in antioxidants and goes well with yogurt, peanut butter, and granola. Also, Tea's has rearranged their seating for a more comfortable experience. Don't worry, they still have excellent choices of coffee, lattes, cappuccinos, bakery items, and more. Have a relaxing time with friends and family at Tea's Cup and Cream, downtown Randolph.
Start the new season with big savings, like the ones you'll find during New Holland Dealer Days at Waupun Equipment in Waupun and Watertown. Take advantage of 0% financing and cash back offers and save big on reliable New Holland tractors, hay stools, and material handling equipment. And if you're ready to trade, come in and get your best deal. Stop by Waupun Equipment in Waupun and Watertown and go big with preseason savings during Dealer Day.
For commercial use only. Customer participation subject to credit qualification and CNH Industrial Capital America LLC approval. Standard terms, conditions, and other restrictions apply. Down payment may be required.
Sam's Well Drilling would like to congratulate the Randolph Rockets on a great season. Providing well drilling services to the area for over 50 years. Trust the best and trust Sam's Well Drilling. They are a geothermal loop contractor. For more details on the services they offer, check out samswelldrilling.com. Sam's Well Drilling, located just outside of Randolph. Go Rockets from everyone at Sam's Well Drilling of Randolph. Well worth it. It's Sam's Well Drilling.
18 minutes back on the clock as we reset for this second half. Both teams are starting lineups on the floor. For Cambria-Friesland, Pap, Jones, Bermania, Quaid, and Schrant. And the toppers will start with the ball. And Randolph, Meredith, Grieger, Alvin, Dykstra, and Neiman. Schrant with it, top of the circle. And these first 3-4 minutes, we'll see what adjustments have been made, if any, by both these teams. And what we're seeing instantly is no change in Cambria-Friesland's approach offensively. Right side pass is Schrant. Gets it over on the right side, Drake Bermania. Bermania now gets it out high to Jones. Jones feeds it out to Quaid. Quaid guarded by Grieger, now out high Schrant. Schrant now off. With it there is Bermania. Bermania, Neiman giving him a lot of room. Comes back to Pap. Pap with it, and the Cambria fans love it. Ooh, that ball almost thrown out of bounds, but Jones high to get it, goes into traffic. Surrounded by 3 Rockets, dumps it back out to Bermania. Again, the same kind of thing we see. Test the drive, maybe look for a little back pick. But Randolph's defense has really been solid in holding that down as well. Parker Quaid thought about the 3. They put a little more pressure on him. He's going to go baseline, go to reverse. It's blocked out of bounds. Coming over from the weak side is Dykstra, and Cambria-Friesland will maintain possession. Similar 4 wide, 4 baseline set as we've seen. Randolph plays man off the inbounds, and Alvin almost came. They almost read it.
Tried to anticipate, get a steal, try to light the crowd up with a dunk.
That would have been something. I hope the basket could survive that. Out high with it there is Bermania. Played a minute and a half in the second half. Cambria-Friesland very content in a 16-all game to play slow. Right side pass comes to Schrant. Schrant now looking, here comes Quaid on the roll, but Grieger is shadowing him everywhere. Reverse dribble, now right side Bermania. Now off to Pap. Pap's going to drive inside. He's wide open to Schrant, who lays it up and in.
Oh, great ball fake to feed to the low block. Great offensive possession. 2 minutes, 1 possession, 2 points.
And Cambria-Friesland leads 18-16 at the 16:03 mark. Meredith with it out high, trying to get a rub off from Neiman. Pap all over him out high. Here's Grieger. Grieger guarded by Bermania. See if Randolph does want to speed things along. Get Dykes with a high pass. Shot is up, good. And the foul. He's going to hit the shot and maybe took a little bit of a dive, but the referee's going to get the foul. The foul is on Kevin Pap, his 3rd, and Grieger's going to shoot 1.
Yeah, did a good job of attacking the basket, pulled up for a nice jump shot.
Tied up at 18 apiece. Free throw is up and rolls every part of the rim and knocks it down. It's 14 now for Grieger, and the Rockets go up 19-16. Randolph going to go to a bit of a half-court trap, trying to speed it. Nice pass again to Schrant from Quaid.
Another great pass. Randolph went to a 1-3-1, got the great diagonal pass for a layup.
And Cooper Schrant has hit his scoring average here early in the second half with 4 points, and it's a 20-19 lead for Cambria-Friesland. Grieger inside, tries to shovel it to Alvin. He does. He's going to get fouled from behind. And it's going to get Schrant, at least if you're Cambria-Friesland, you're hoping it's Schrant, and it is. Cooper Schrant with foul number 1. Nice drive by Grieger, tried the shovel pass to Alvin. Travis Alvin, the 6'6 senior, averages 18 a game. Scored 2 in the first half when he was limited by fouls. And that's 2 free throws this half for Randolph that have used every single square inch of the rim surface, but they both gone in.
Yeah, they call that shooter's touch.
Alvin, a 52% free throw shooter. Second one on the way is up, looks long, is long. Rebound tipped up by Dykstra, but taken away by Quaid. 20 apiece. And Randolph staying in that trap. By trying to look to force some tempo. Bermania high post down low. Schrant goes up strong and scores.
Wow, can't ask for a better start from that guy.
Cooper Schrant has scored 3 consecutive baskets, and the Toppers lead 22-20. Grieger inside, dumps it out of Dykstra. Dykstra inside Alvin. He's triple team, fakes, pops, scores.
That's some great footwork.
Wow, that is a man-sized move and great footwork, like you said, Mark. We're getting a timeout on the floor. And timeout, I believe, was taken by Randolph. It's a 30-second break. We're going to keep it here as we're tied at 22 apiece on your new Medical Center scoreboard. And Mark, maybe a defensive change. What do you think?
Maybe he's trying to outspeed the tempo, and I think he knows that Randolph running the swing, it's going to be hard other than to try to jump in the passing lanes. But obviously, he's not happy at the execution of their 1-3-1 defense.
So off the made basket, Tyler Fisher using a 30-second timeout. And we'll see what adjustment they make. And definitely defensively, not what you would like to see if you're a Rocket fan. And I'm sure the coaching staff is not happy, as Cooper Schrant is busted loose for 3 consecutive baskets here off the diagonal balls. Just a nice job of ball movement by the Hilltoppers to get that. Cooper Schrant on the season did have a game with 12 points. Oh, now we're going to go a little full court pressure.
A little full court man. I don't know if they can guard all 5 in a full court man, though.
Quaid with it out high. Back to a man-to-man for Randolph. Quaid gets the high screen, goes in on Alvin, shoots up, it's no good. Ball's tipped loose, and now that's 4 on Parker Quaid. And missed the shot, and that's a frustration foul.
Yeah, that was a great attack of the basket, but that's almost an automatic foul on the reach on the rebound.
So Quaid's going to have to sit down. I'll make a note here, 14-25 when Quaid gets his 4th, and we're tied at 22 apiece. So, assistant coach Dave Prochnow, kind of getting on Quaid a little bit as, not the foul you can afford to do when you know you have 3.
Yeah, he's a senior. He's smart. I'm sure he's on the bench really, really frustrated at himself right now.
Alvin goes in on Schrant and lays it up and in.
Yeah, that's just a great muscular move right there.
Randolph's made 4 shots in a row, and they now lead 24-22. Bermania with it for Cambria-Friesland. And in the man-to-man defense, we'll see once how that goes. Going to jump trap a little bit, at least show a little jump trap out of it. I don't know how hard Randolph will trap. New Medical Center scoreboard shows just under 14 to go. The 24-22 Randolph lead. 1 ticket's been punched to state already. Hurley is there. 3 more in Division 5 going on right now. Drake Bermania, guarded by Neiman. Sheds Neiman off and gets it back. Now comes off to Papp. Papp, a long 3. Right wing is up. Good. Kevin Papp with the 3, his 38th of the season. And it's back to a 1-point lead for Cambria-Friesland by a score of 25-24. Grieger back the other way. Meredith fakes the 3, throws it away. Throws it right to Drake Bermania. 4th Randolph turnover. Bermania goes up right at Grieger and scores.
Yeah, that was a great attack because Grieger doesn't want to pick up fouls because he can't afford to get in foul trouble, even though he doesn't have any yet.
The biggest lead of the game we've seen so far for Cambria-Friesland is 27-24, but promptly answering is Sam Grieger. And once again, Tyler Fisher is going to take a timeout. We'll take it as well. 12:50 to go in your new Medical Center scoreboard. Cambria-Friesland 27, Randolph 26. You're watching and listening to High School Sports on Radio Plus.
Files Supper Club has been serving up a great dining experience since 1969. They invite you, your family, and friends to join them for their excellent food and drink selections. Enjoy Files' perfectly aged, seasoned, and cooked prime rib each Thursday and Saturday, and their Friday fish fry featuring tender and flaky cod. Don't forget Files' 15-foot salad bar with a wide variety of salads, vegetables, and crackers. Files Supper Club, waiting to serve you where they've been for over 50 years, south of Randolph on Highway 73.
We're back at the Fondy Fieldhouse, and Tyler Fisher using another timeout, his second in the last few minutes. Randolph offensively in this half has shot the ball 4 times and made all 4, but it's the turnover, and defensively they've given Cambria-Friesland easy shots. Cambria-Friesland on the other end of the floor is 4 out of 6.
Yeah, I think a little bit of Cambria's patience offensively is frustrated Randolph. They're trying to increase a little bit of pressure on the ball, which has led to some really easy looks for Cambria.
So a little full court look, full court man. And I think you're right, Mark. They want to push some tempo here a little bit. But Dykstra having a hard time keeping up there with Jones and kind of riding his hip, and that's what Derek Smith is saying to the official there. Jones between the rings, almost on the Fondy Cardinal logo. With the dribble now, feeds it off to Wiersma. They're going to get all over him. And out of Bermania. 12.5 minutes left in this ball game. On the line, a trip to the state tournament. Cambria-Friesland never before has played in a sectional final. So this is big stuff for the Toppers, and they are showing themselves worthy of being here, without a doubt, against the number 1 ranked team in the state, giving the Randolph Rockets all they can handle here so far. Trying to stay in the game to the final 2 minutes and see what happens. Here's Bermania with the dribble. Neiman guarding him out there. Now they feed it off there to Owen Jones. Jones now to Pap.
I think Randolph will be in favor of implementing the shot clock at this point in the game.
I'm not so sure that we aren't 2 years away. We'll see once what happens, but definitely have taken advantage of playing this game down this way. Try to feed it into the post to Bermania. It was tipped by Randolph, but it was last touched clearly by Drake Bermania. Turnover on the Rockets. Substitutions in for Randolph. Trayton Lineger, a 6-foot senior. Didn't expect to see him in the action today. And also back in Dietrich Meyer. So here comes Randolph trailing by 1. Grieger with it. Left lane pass is Meyer. Meyer looking to high post Lineger. They go to Meredith, now to Meyer.
Yeah, switch it up to a 2-3 defense.
Packing the zone in here. We looking to see here who's going to score for Randolph. They do have Grieger and Alvin, but they're double and tripling Alvin every time he gets the ball. Here's Grieger. Grieger back to Meredith. He can shoot it. Hasn't had many opportunities here. Grieger down on the baseline, feeds it into Alvin. He's triple team, step over, left-hand shot is up, no good. Ball's tipped out, hustle down with it is Wiersma, and Wiersma gets it off, saves it, and back the other way comes Cambria-Friesland. Good defensive possession that time. Alvin got it inside, but couldn't convert, and Cambria-Friesland got the rebound off the loose ball. Jones now to Schrant. He's been the hero here in the second half with 6 points. But probably not going to get points off this man-to-man. It's kind of the guy that pops open off the zone. Got a foul way out high. Sam Grieger, get him mixed up with his dad, who was a great player for the Rockets. Went for the steal, and a little frustration on the Randolph part, I think. Grieger with the first team foul on the Rockets. Cambria-Friesland set to inbound. And the ball's just taken away by Grieger. Grieger's going to go up, lay it up, and good. Wow.
Just snatched that ball out of the air like Odell Beckham.
Sam Grieger with 18. It's 28-27 as Randolph back on top. And we get a timeout here taken by Cambria-Friesland. So after a first half that had a lot of pace and moved along, we're grinding along here in the second half. Coach Derek Smith takes a 30. And again, got to settle the troops down here.
Yeah, Randolph is. They're coming with more pressure on certain individuals defensively, which has caused a little bit of difficulty. But Cambria's just got to get back into executing their offense. They've been getting into great motion, setting some good hard screens. They just got to get back to that and not force things.
And I got to say, one of the best plays we've seen all night was a defensive play a little bit ago. Cambria was inbounding on the far side, and Sam Grieger literally, the ball looked like it got thrown right to him. It's a lot more athletic than what it looks. Grabbed the ball out of the air, went down and laid it in.
Oh, absolutely. Once he got that steal, too, right at half court, you knew that there was no stopping him from getting to the basket.
So we're back to live action here. Set to inbound is Cambria-Friesland. Spencer Wiersma, the trigger man, is going to get it in there to Owen Jones. Wiersma seeing action because Parker Quaid went to the bench about 4 minutes ago with his 4th foul. Down the lane comes Jones. Jones to Wiersma, now to Pap. Pap now to Bermania. 28-27 here on your New Medical Center scoreboard. 10 minutes left in the game right now. Schrant with it, guarded by Alvin. Ball's tipped loose. And Bermania able to get it back. The Cambria crowd all wincing down below us as we sit high in the balcony behind the Cambria-Friesland bench here at the Fondy Fieldhouse. Good crowd on hand. Lots of Rocket fans who watched their girls win the state championship earlier today. Owen Jones and his toppers trying to keep Randolph from making another trip to state, this time with the boys this week. Jones with it. Meyer guarding him, goes around Meyer, and we get fouled.
Yeah, Coach Fisher's trying to pressure the ball defensively. He decreased size. Alvin's the only big guy he's got in the game right now. Got 4 guards trying to step up the defensive pressure.
Foul whistle, Dietrich Meyer, his first and the team's second. So we're a long way from bonus time here. Bounce pass from Wiersma, looking for somewhere to go, gets the bounce pass in, loose on the floor, and we get a foul. That's going to come on Trayton Lininger. Tyler Fisher exhorting his team for their positive effort. Just need to step up the pace of the game a little bit. 3rd team foul, first on Lininger. And bounce pass into the backcourt is Owen Jones. And Jake Dykstra is going to, or actually Dietrich Meyer, I should say, look a lot alike. And the number's not the easiest to read here. With it out here is Bermania. Bermania has Alvin running at him. Right wing pass comes to Wiersma. Wiersma back to Bermania. Bermania now to Pap. Pap now Bermania. Giving him the lane. Drives, dishes, now over is Pap. Pap in the lane, gonna shoot. Nope, dribbles out, and Schrant almost loses it down on the baseline. Now a long skip pass to Pap, and they get it out high here to Bermania. Tyler Fisher says come out and guard for the Rockets. And Cambria-Friesland very, very patient here. Run another minute and a half off the clock in this possession. Here's Bermania. Bermania gets through 2 guys, comes out now to Jones. Jones going to drive inside. He's going to pop, dump it down low. Pap, fakes, shoots, blocked, rebound, tapped out. Cambria-Friesland gets the loose ball and holds on to the possession. So they got it inside, but Travis Alvin swats that one away. Cambria-Friesland back on the attack. Inside pass comes Wiersma. He's wrapped up. And that foul is going to go on Lininger. 2nd on Trayton Lininger, the 6-foot junior. And it'll be Cambria ball out of bounds underneath their own basket.
Yeah, that's 3 fouls on this one possession alone.
Jake Dykstra returns, and Lininger is going to take a break. Came in to play some defense for a couple minutes. Dykstra, a 6'2" sophomore. A little more length, a little more athleticism. Inbounds pass comes to Pap. Pap out high, Wiersma. Meredith getting out in his grill. Out of Pap, almost thrown away as Wiersma less sure with the ball. Here comes Pap. Pap uses a nice high screen. Now here's Bermania. Bermania with the dribble. Cambria-Friesland leading 28-27 inside the 8-minute mark.
No. Cambria is behind.
I'm sorry,
27-28.
Randolph leading 28-27. Thank you, Mark. In the corner with it is Schrant.
Although I do think if it gets to be a 5-point game, it might be over.
Yeah, because as slow as they're playing, this is going to be it. With it is Pap. Pap gets it now on the wing. He's open. 3 ball on the way, long, and the rebound cleared out of there by Alvin. So I don't know if that's necessarily the look that Derek Schmidt wanted, although he is clapping his hands. It was an open 3. And Randolph now with the ball leading by 1. Cambria-Friesland in a 2-3 zone. Rockets lead by 1. Randolph crowd getting into it inside Alvin. Post, stops, pops, shot is up, no good, gets his own rebound, putback is up and good.
Just so tough on the board, so big.
That's just pure brute strength, no doubt about it. And Randolph leads by 3, 30-27. Back there, the shot is up by Bermani, it's no good. And here comes Randolph down the court leading by 3, which in a game like this is a pretty big lead. And I think you're right. If they can make it to 5, they really are going to make Cambria-Friesland change tactics.
Yeah, they've been really, really patient, both teams. But yeah, Cambria's been trying to run at least a minute off the clock every possession. But if they get down, it's going to be a struggle. Here's
Meredith, top of the circle, gets it out now to Grieger. Going to clear out the far side. Could have a 2-man game coming here between Grieger and Alvin, but now Grieger's just going to come out and stand and dribble on the Fondy Cardinal for himself. Picks and pops, dumps it out high Meyer. Meyer looking for somewhere to go, gets it on the baseline, Dykstra. Dykstra back to Meyer, now to Alvin as he comes 25 feet away from the basket, gives it back to Grieger. We're inside the 6-minute mark. Meyer on the right wing, high post Dykstra. Dykstra now to Meredith. Parker Quaid will come back in at the next opportunity. His team has hung in the game even with him on the bench since he went out with his 4th foul. Skip past Meredith, penetrates now Alvin, top of the key. Here's Grieger, ball fake, he's double teamed, and then instead is going to pull it back out. Grieger with the dribble, skip pass over to Meredith. Meredith high post, here's Alvin. Alvin penetrates and has it taken away. Here's a steal by the Toppers, coming down the other way. Layup is up, good. Owen Jones with the steal and the bucket, one of the few live ball baskets we've seen. And Cambria-Friesland back within 1 at 30-29.
Yeah, Randolph was being really, really patient. Just Cambria held tough, made one defensive play, got themselves a steal and a layup.
And the Topper fans starting to make some noise. 5 minutes left on your new Medical Center scoreboard. It's 30-29, Randolph by 1. Grieger on the baseline, went up, lost it on the way up, ball went out of bounds. And we're going to say, now the officials are going to conference. Jeffrey Schwartz and Richard Radel are going to have a discussion. They're going to say it was last touched by Cambria-Friesland. Ooh, the Topper fans don't like that one.
Well, on that call, you're only going to get 50% of people in the gym happy.
So it'll be Randolph to inbound on the baseline. They'll maintain possession. And they're going to throw it away. So we might say the ball doesn't lie, but the Rockets will turn it right back over.
Yeah, that's more of a volleyball term, but Cambria will take that in the basketball game.
So 4:53 to go. Cambria-Friesland with the basketball, trailing by 1, with a chance to take the lead. And Randolph showing a little pressure. Bermania guarded out there by Neiman. Cambria with 3 fouls and Randolph with 4, so we're a ways away from the bonus yet. But depending what happens, we may get there. Quaid on the dribble, playing with 4 fouls. Guarded by Grieger, gets it out to Schrant. Schrant now off Jones. Jones, who had the steal and bucket a bit ago to bring us down to this 1-point deficit. Here's Bermania. Now gets it off to Jones. Jones guarded by Dykstra. Looking for somewhere to go. Now picks, pulls it back out, gets it off Bermania. Bermania off to Pap. Pap traveled.
Got a little anxious on that. Saw the lane, but took a little stutter step before he put the ball on the ground.
9th turnover on Cambria-Friesland, and 3rd of this half. So with 4:09 to go on your new Medical Center scoreboard, Randolph back with the ball, back with possession. Cambria back in their 2-3 zone. Grieger with it now on the left side. Feeds it back out to Meredith. Meredith looking for somewhere to go. Inside, nice pass. Alvin, shot is no good, but he's fouled.
Maybe a little bit of a ticky-tack one there, but got hit on the wrist, ball didn't go in, so he gets 2 from the line.
Travis Alvin to the line to shoot 2. Alvin so far with 9. 3rd on Drake Bermania. Alvin's free throw is up and short. Didn't have good rhythm on that one. Dietrich Meyer checks back in for Randolph. Ben Neiman will take a hike. You know, he said a little bit of a ticky-tack. Might be one of those, the referees, if Alvin makes the basket, they probably don't call it. Whistle came just a hair at the end, but he did catch him on the elbow as the signal. And now Alvin misses the first, trying to get back toward his 52% free throw percentage and makes that one. Alvin with 12, and the Rocket lead is 2 at 31-29. Inside the 4-minute mark, going to have a timeout, and it's a full timeout taken by Cambria-Friesland. We'll take it as well. 3:45 to the Kohl Center with Randolph leading Cambria-Friesland 31-29. We'll be back right after this. This is High School Sports on Radio Plus.
Start the new season with big savings like the ones you'll find during New Holland Dealer Days at Waupun Equipment in Waupun and Watertown. Take advantage of 0% financing and cash back offers and save big on reliable New Holland tractors, hay stools, and material handling equipment. And if you're ready to trade, come in and get your best deal. Stop by Waupun Equipment in Waupun and Watertown and go big with preseason savings during Dealer Day.
For commercial use only, customer participation subject to credit qualification and CNH Industrial Capital America LLC approval. Standard terms, conditions, and other restrictions apply. Down payment may be required.
Greg Zonefeld and Mark Vanderwerf back with you here at the Fondy Fieldhouse for a Division V sectional championship game. And I don't know what anybody thought coming in, but everyone in this gym tonight, all those 700 plus people watching online, those listening on the radio, are hearing and watching a great game as Randolph leads 31-29.
Oh, it's just been a great high school basketball game. You can say you don't like the fact that it's not going up and down the court 100 miles an hour, but defensively, both teams have been amazing. Offensively, there's been some really good execution. So you can't ask for much more than this. A 2-point game, 3:45 left on the clock. This is what high school sports is about.
You got to realize both these teams played Thursday. It's not like they've been game planning all week that they could put things into practice. Cambria-Friesland had to beat Fall River to get here. Randolph had to beat second-ranked Reedsville. Back to live action. With it here are the Hilltoppers. With it is Schrant. Schrant lost the ball, taken away by Alvin. Randolph stepping up the ball pressure, and Alvin was able to tip it away from Schrant and got possession. So here's the Rockets with a 2-point lead. Left wing pass, Jake Dykstra. Dykstra back to Grieger. And we'll see at what point Cambria-Friesland has to come and put some pressure on. Randolph looking to find Grieger. He gets it all, runs all the way through, gets it in the right corner. Now he's going to dribble it out high and stand near half court. And Coach Derek Schmidt is saying, stay there.
I think he looks like he wants to go steal it from him.
Derek's
got great defensive position.
Derek's in great defensive position. I don't know if the video can show you that. It's awesome right now. Derek has hands on his knees and all set to go. Here's Meredith on the right wing. Penetrates inside, feeds it off Jake Dykstra. And Cambria trying to keep him there. Now they get it back to Grieger. Grieger out to Meredith. 2.5 to go. Derek Schmidt clapping his hands for his defense. Want to keep the game short. And definitely going to be what's going to happen. It looked like Grieger got bumped and no call. And now the ball's taken away by Owen Jones. Jones with it. Here comes Quaid. Quaid now off to Jones. And now it's Cambria's turn to be patient. Randolph's turn to extend the defense. Quaid inside, Paps, stops, pops, off the rim. Oh. No good. Right, point blank shot, couldn't get it. Maybe was anticipating a block coming from Alvin, but missed the shot inside 3 feet. And Randolph now back on the attack as Alvin was able to clear the rebound. Right wing passes Meredith. Meredith high post Alvin. And we got a timeout. That time Travis Alvin dribbled and heard a whistle and said, what did I do? But actually it was his coach that called timeout. We'll take it as well. 1:47 left on your New Medical Center scoreboard. Randolph 31, Cambria 29. We'll be back right after this. This is High School Sports on Radio Plus.
The Randolph Booster Club would like to say congratulations, Randolph, on a great season. They'd like to wish the Rockets best of luck in today's playoff game. Since its inception, the Randolph Booster Club has raised more than $250,000 from organized events and donations from members, all which have made their way back to the community for youth athletics. The Randolph Booster Club. Good luck, Rockets, in your game today.
We're back at the Fondy Fieldhouse, the Randolph student section doing the roller coaster, and Mark, during the timeout, It's 31-29 with 1:47 to go. And let's see how things might transpire down the stretch here.
Yeah, I got to think with the low scoring it's been, time left on the clock, if you get to 35, that's probably enough to win this game.
So we will write that one down. The Vanderwerf ending, as opposed to the Elam ending, is 35. And Randolph with possession, leading by 2. Both teams with 4 team fouls. You know Parker Quaid isn't going to want to foul. Drake Bermania and Kevin Papp each have 3. And Coach Derek Smith telling his defense to go ahead and drop back. Both teams 2 timeouts, a full and a 30 if that comes into play. Here's Meredith. Meredith now to Dykstra. See what Randolph runs. Ooh, almost a steal by Jones. And the corner comes now to Grieger. See if they run a set play off the inbounds and get a foul. Be a sideline entry. It's going to be on Owen Jones. And if someone's going to foul, they're going to want him to be the guy. That's only his second. So 2 away yet from the bonus. We'll see if Randolph fouls quickly. Bounce pass comes Grieger. Jones going to get right on him. Thought about trying to steal from behind. Now Grieger's going to dribble. 1:25 to go and counting. High post Alvin. Alvin on the dribble. Has it tipped away from behind. Here comes Cambria-Friesland. Papp up strong. Blocked by Grieger, but they're going to get a foul.
Foul on Alvin with the body.
Foul on Alvin with the body. So the block was clean up high, but the foul underneath on Travis Alvin, who just turned the ball over. Foul on Alvin is 3rd. More importantly, 1:14 to go. Kevin Papp to the line to shoot 2. First one is up and good. Kevin Papp yet to make a basket tonight, but 4 for 4 at the line. 1:14 to go, a chance to tie this game up. Second one on the way is up and good.
I'm not sure Coach Smith could have written a better defensive strategy down. These guys are executing his defense amazingly tonight.
Holding Randolph to 31 points. The red-clad Topper fans are on their feet. The blue-clad Rocket fans on their feet. We're in the final minute of action, tied at 31. This is what high school sports is all about. Inside Grieger, double clutch shot, up no good. But he's fouled, tried to crawl over the rim. They kind of cleared it out, and Grieger sneaked his way down the line. Foul on Quaid, and that's number 5.
Oh, double the pain there. Not only do you foul him on the shot, Parker fouls out with 51 seconds to go.
So Quaid is going to go to the bench. 51 ticks left on the clock. He has not scored tonight. Parker Quaid, a 6'2 senior, hoping his teammates can get into the Kohl Center and extend his career. Grieger at the line. First one is up and good. Sam Grieger, 5 out of 6. Second one on the way, up and good as well. Substitution, Dietrich Meyer checks in for defense, replacing Ben Neiman. So with 51 seconds to go, Grieger makes 2. And here come the Toppers now, down 2, having to play some offense. And we'll get a timeout by Coach Derek Smith. We're going to keep it here, even though it's a full timeout, as 44.2 seconds on the clock. Your new Medical Center scoreboard shows Randolph 33, Cambria-Friesland 31, and very important possession coming here for the Toppers.
Absolutely, they got to have a great possession here. I would figure that Coach Smith wants to keep up with his game plan of being patient with the ball, looking for layups early. I still got 1 timeout left. I think if he can, they've been running the swing, getting the baseline cut. They've got it a couple times where they fake the baseline cut and then fade to the corner. If he can get Papp on that type of fade to the corner, maybe he would take that 3-pointer. Otherwise, he's probably looking here just to get a layup.
So far tonight, we've seen Cambria-Friesland led in scoring by Owen Jones. He's got 10 points, but this half was 16 all at half. We've been tied at 20. We were tied at 22. The biggest lead that any team had in this game, from my recollection, Mark, was a 3-point lead that Randolph had at 30-27. But other than that, it's been a grinder, and we're grinding right down here. And I guess if you're Derek Smith and the Toppers, what you want to have is have a chance to win the game at the end, and they've definitely put themselves in position with that opportunity.
Absolutely. The game plan he drew up, and almost more importantly, the execution by his players of that game plan was great.
Inbounds pass coming, and they're going to lob it. It comes into Schrant, and he's going to over and back.
Oh,
a critical backcourt. They went into Schrant, and as Bermania came, he threw it to him in the backcourt. And so now, after this critical turnover, Randolph will have possession with a 2-point lead with 42 seconds to go.
And you know where the ball is going. Grieger's going to have the ball maybe this entire possession.
Grieger in the backcourt, defended by Jones. Grieger still with it, dumps it, now comes out high to Meredith.
Oh, he's going to come back and get it.
And now to Alvin. I'd go follow Alvin. So they're going to go to Meredith. Meredith trying to dribble through. He's going to be fouled. Fouls on Drake Bermania. And they foul Meredith, who's only a 58% shooter. So free throw shooters out there. Meredith at 58, Alvin at 52, Dykstra at 54. Most importantly, Grieger 76. But here's Carter Meredith shooting 1-1, the first 1-1 we've seen either way tonight. Free throw on the way, no good. Rebound though, taken down by Neiman. He'll put it back up and it's no good.
Wow, what a great offensive rebound.
Ben Neiman, a 6'4 senior, went up and grabbed the offensive rebound.
So much size. Coach Smith's calling for the push foul on the rebound, but he went fairly straight up. It's just frustrating when you can't get that defensive rebound on a free throw.
That's where 6'4 versus 6'1 makes a difference. Now Neiman, he's at the line. His first shot is up and good. Shooting a 2-shot foul. Ben Neiman now 2 of 3 at the line. 67% free throw shooter. 23.4 to go. Randolph's lead is 3. It's a big one because it makes it a 2-possession game, and that one's up and good.
Yeah, now Cambria's going to have to turn it up. They're going to have to try to get something going to the basket quick.
Here comes Jones. Jones to Pap. Pap pulls up 3, left wing, short. Rebound Grieger. Grieger still with it, and he's just going to hold on to the ball. And the Randolph fans starting to feel it. And Sam Grieger running down court to the free throw line, because with 13.7 to go, Randolph up 4 with their best free throw shooter at the line.
Yeah, that was a great defensive rebound, and in that one, there was no way he was giving it up.
Sam Grieger, so far tonight, 6 of 7 at the line. First end of the front, 1-1 is up, no good.
Oh.
Tipped out of bounds, and it's going to be Cambria ball.
Yeah, definitely should have been a foul on the rebound there. Bermania got undercut pretty hard on that one.
So here comes Cambria-Friesland, 12.6 to go. Up court is Jones, let's go. Long 3, it's up and good!
From downtown.
A 25-footer by Owen Jones. His third of the game, and with 7 seconds to go, it's a 1-point game, 35-34.
Wow, what a great pull-up shot. Now they got to get a turnover. You get a live ball turnover here. Maybe you lay it up in the last 7 seconds. Otherwise, you got to foul as soon as you don't get a steal. Can't let time run off the clock.
Isaac Jones checks into the game, coming in for defense and to foul. You know, if they don't get a steal, they're going to foul. That was the last time out called by Derek Smith, but 7 seconds to go. If you don't, they can rate 3 or 4 seconds off the clock without even playing the ball in bounds. So you're going to see a lot of pressure coming here from Cambria. Tyler Fisher, I'm sure, setting up. They practice these situations. They know what they need to do here. It'll be Randolph to inbound with free run of the baseline underneath the Cambria-Friesland basket. Oh, hang on. The clock says 82, so we're going to go to 8.2. All right, so they went from 7 seconds to 8.2. Meredith to inbound, gets it into Grieger, and Grieger's fouled.
No. He was going for the ball. Everybody settled down.
Fans going nuts. DeYoung going for the ball. Grieger kind of spun around.
We don't need parents charging the floor.
Nope. Let's just keep our cool over there on the far side. And Grieger asking the referee, we're all good, but it's double bonus time. So Sam Grieger running out of room in his free throw line here. 6 of 8 so far, 7 of 9.
Yeah, it was a hard foul. We'll give him that. But Grieger was going one way. defender was going the other. They just got tangled up a little bit.
And we get a timeout taken here by Tyler Fisher. So it's 36-34 and 6.3 to go. And Tyler Fisher wants to make sure he's clear with his team what he wants them to do. You got two scenarios here. Grieger makes it. It's a 3-point game. He misses it. It's a 2-point game. How does that affect what Cambria-Friesland does?
Oh, absolutely. Obviously, if they're down 2, you can attack the basket, try to get to the rim. If you're down 3, you got to try to attack the basket, kick it out for a 3-pointer. Defensively, it makes a huge difference. If you go up 3 here, you give them a layup. All right, absolutely give them a layup because they can't stop the clock. All you got to concentrate on is stopping the 3-pointer and don't foul them on the layup.
One other interesting point, Randolph only with 5 fouls so far in this half, so they do have a foul to give. Sometimes you get you a little nervous. They might foul on a 3-pointer, but here's the scenario right here. It's Sam Grieger at the line, the 6'4" senior player of the year in the conference, trying to make this a 3-point game. Shot is up and good.
Yeah, put a little token ball pressure. Don't let him get ahead of steam.
Inbounds pass to Jones. He dribbles up the left side, and he does foul him.
Yep, took the foul. 3.3 seconds left. Great defensive strategy.
So Grieger made the 2 free throws. Foul on Grieger is second. It's really immaterial. That was simply to avoid them getting an easy shot. Derek Schmidt without a timeout, so talking to his guys for a sideline inbounds right in front of their bench. 3.3 to go. Randolph 37, Cambria-Friesland 34.
Just defend the 3-point line. Stay out over the 3-point line.
Bermania into Jones. Goes up. Pressure.
Oh!
3, and he made it!
Oh!
He made it! Off the glass and good! And we're going to overtime!
Oh, what a great 2 possessions for that guy. 2 3-pointers in the last 20 seconds to send this one in overtime.
Owen Jones with 2 guys on him, leaning away, knocks it off the glass. It's 37-all, and we're going to 4 minutes of extra action here at the Fondy Fieldhouse. Wow, what a game, and we've got more for you. We'll be back right after this for overtime. This is High School Sports on Radio Plus.
If you have any building or remodeling projects in your future, make sure to call Jeff Tajik at Ace in Building and Remodeling Randolph. Ace has been in business for over 20 years and builds new homes, offers complete interior and exterior remodeling and additions, single to multiple car garages, windows, decks and patios, seamless siding and seamless gutters. Ace stands for Achieving Carpentry Excellence. Let them work on your next project. You'll be glad you did. Give Ace in Building and Remodeling a call at 920-326-3624.
Greg Zonnefeld and Mart Vanderwerf back with you at the Fondy Fieldhouse. Strap in, folks. We've got 4 minutes of overtime. That's top-ranked Randolph and Cambria-Friesland are locked in at 37 because Owen Jones went glass from a 22-footer, beat the horn, and forced extra time.
Yeah, that was amazing. Kind of reminded me of the Badgers win over Purdue.
Or maybe if you watched the Iowa game earlier today, Iowa and Indiana, that one a little more in the middle of the court. But I believe it was every Wisconsin fan's favorite Hawkeye, Mr. Bohannon, that went glass to lift Iowa to victory. But here we are, we're back into action. 4 minutes on the clock. A trip to the Kohl Center on the line. We'll start again with the jump ball. Grieger in the center circle, taps it, taken by Meredith, and Randolph will go first. For those of you listening on the radio dial, the Rockets continue to go left to right. For those of you watching, well, you got it. Right wing pass, Dykstra. Cambria still in their 2-3 zone. Out high to Elvin. Elvin feeds it off now to Grieger. Grieger inside Elvin, pivots, reverses, back out Grieger. 21-footer from the left wing is up and short, and the rebound taken down inside by Cambria-Friesland. 3-pointer, the first since of the second half, taken by Randolph. With it here is Kevin Papp. Papp to Bermania. Double bonus for Randolph. Cambria will shoot 1-1 at their next possession. Wiersma with it off now to Jones. He's been the hero so far. 16 points to lead Cambria-Friesland. Jones diving inside, stops out to Schrant, gets it out to Wiersma, right wing pass Papp. 3 minutes to go here in, I'll say, overtime number 1, because who knows what might happen on a night like this. Out high with it, Owen Jones. Jones now to Bermania. Bermania 25 feet from the basket, gets it off now to Papp. Pap now gets it to, actually that was Wiersma, now Pap with it. Now back to Wiersma on the left wing. He's in because Parker Quaid fouled out. But he's played well off the bench in that role. Here's Bermania, out to Schrant, now to Bermania. Bermania's going to drive inside, dishes. Here's Wiersma, thought about the three, trying to get the steal was Grieger, and we get a foul. Foul, I believe, will go on Sam Grieger. And on Sam, that's his third, and the team's 7th. So with 2:22 to go here in overtime, Cambria-Friesland had the first chance to score. Spencer Wiersma, the 5'11 senior, 2.7 points per game, a 64% free throw shooter at the line. First one is up, good. Ice in his veins for Spencer Wiersma. And Cambria-Friesland gets the early lead, 38-37. 3 dribbles, bends, shot, second one up and good. Spencer Wiersma with his first 2, and Randolph, or rather Cambria-Friesland leads 39-37. Meredith on the right wing to Dykstra. Dykstra looking high post, Alvin. Alvin back to Dykstra. They're daring him to shoot. Back to Alvin. Alvin penetrating inside, puts his head down, goes up strong and scores.
Oh, that's a man's move right there.
Travis Alvin knots it up at 39 apiece inside the 2-minute mark. We're halfway through overtime number 1. Here comes Jones. Jones all the way up the right side, lays it up and good.
Oh, what a great finish over Alvin and Grieger.
Owen Jones makes it 41-39 Toppers. Grieger coming back the other way for Randolph. On the right wing is Meredith. Meredith looking inside, gets it to Alvin. Alvin stops, double team, pops, now dumps it Meredith right wing. I don't think he's even shot the ball tonight.
No,
maybe
I don't think
once.
I don't think Randolph has anything really from outside.
Right side pass Meredith. High post Alvin, gonna take on 2 guys, stops, pops, left hand shot up and good.
He's had a solid second half.
Really, really tough, and it's 41 apiece. Alvin's up now to 14 points on the night. And he had 2 at halftime.
Yeah, Alvin and Grieger now have 36 of their 41 points.
Winding down toward 1 minute to go right now on your new Medical Center scoreboard. 41 all here in overtime.
This could be the last possession of the game right here.
Hey, I wouldn't put it past Derek Smith. The worst that can happen is you go to a second overtime.
That's
if you're
right.
tied at 41.
Yep, you want the ball at the end to give yourself a chance.
Here's Bermania, drives inside, dumps it out Wiersma, feeds it out to Jones, Jones out to Pap. Pap now to Bermania. Kind of acted sort of like he was going to shoot the 3. With it is Wiersma. Wiersma now to Bermania. Inside 30 seconds to go. The unthinkable in the process here. Inside Schrant shoots and misses. Rebound Dykstra, and they're going to call a jump ball.
No, foul.
They're going to call a foul. Foul on the rebound is going to go on Schrant. His third. I have that as second, but what do I know? I probably missed that one. And now it'll be Jake Dykstra's turn to go to the line. 41 all. Jake Dykstra yet to shoot a free throw. 54% free throw shooter. Shooting double bonus. Back iron on the front end.
All right, biggest box out of the year here coming for the Toppers.
Second free throw from Jake Dykstra. Is up. Long rebound. Dykstra got his own rebound. Beats Alvin. He scores.
Oh, what a great play by Dykstra.
Travis Alvin gets the go-ahead basket. Timeout. What do we got going here?
Timeout Randolph.
Timeout Randolph. Referees are talking it over here.
They're gonna add time and give Cambria the baseline.
All right.
Is what they should do.
So Jake Dykstra misses both free throws, but wisely charges after the ball, gets the rebound, feeds Alvin, who put it up and in. Alvin scores, and it's 43-41 Randolph, and Randolph took the timeout. 15.9 seconds to go. Cambria-Friesland was in a similar position late in regulation, although they were down 3. Now they're down 2. At that time, Mark, you said attack the basket, see if you can get something. What do you do here if you're Derek Smith?
Philosophy can't change. You got to try to get to the lane. You know, a lot of times if you go for the three-pointer and you miss, then you got a foul. Now you're down 3 or 4. I think if you can get a chance, attack the basket first. If you get a kick-out three-pointer that you're open, then you got to knock it down.
So 43-41 on your New Medical Center scoreboard. 1 minute, 17 seconds to go in overtime.
There's 11.7.
How about 11.7? All right. 11.7. And they'll get it right here. They got the AD helping set the scoreboard. You and I, Mark, are athletic directors ourselves. We know how that goes. Get the scoreboard set where it needs to be. Still says 117. Because they did add some time. I think they were talking about that. Oh, they're going to go to 12. Oh, they figured 12, and now they got 11.7. All right.
That's impressive. To run the clock and only get off 3/10.
That is impressive. Maybe they just did 12 as the practice and then went to 11.7. I'm not quite sure.
Maybe.
But here we go, 11.7. Cambria-Friesland has to come the length of the floor. And Randolph is going to elect to put a little bit of ball pressure on him. Nope, he's going to say go back. They're only going to pressure Owen Jones.
Well, 2 3-pointers and a layup in the last few minutes. So
here comes Pap. Pap gives it back to Bermania. Bermania now to Jones. Off his leg, gets it back. Now feeds it off Bermania, and Derek Smith's going to take timeout. So it was nothing smooth getting the ball up court. But, hey, the path to victory for both these teams tonight is not a smooth one. It's a bumpy one. But nevertheless, we are being treated to a basketball game of far higher quality and far closer than anyone in this gym probably could have imagined, other than maybe Coach Derek Smith and his staff.
Hey, this has been a great basketball game. It comes down to the last little over 3 seconds. Cambria's got the ball. They got an opportunity to send it into double overtime with a 2, or or win the game with a 3. At this point, with only 3.3 seconds left, you're taking the first good look you get.
So Cambria-Friesland, it's not like they don't know how to win ball games. They've won 20 times this year in 28 outings. The winningest season in Derek Smith's 17-year career, and probably the winningest season. The last time that Cambria-Friesland made it into the sectional, Derek Smith was a player back in the early 90s. And so how special for him tonight to have his team in the ball game, 3.3 seconds away, with an opportunity to send the red and black of Cambria-Friesland to the state tournament for the first time ever. These two schools, 8 miles apart. You said in the pregame, Mark, next Monday they'll all be at track practice together as they co-op. Tonight they're battling in one of the best wars we've seen at the sectional level. And Cambria, good job by Tyler Fisher. Looks what Cambria-Friesland has set up. He's going to take a timeout. He's got a 30, and we'll keep it here again. So now this is always the deal. Do you've been on the bench, Mark. Do you leave what you had, or do you do something different?
You got to try to run something you've been running all year. Sometimes you try to get too fancy, switch things up. You got to do something your kids are comfortable with, making sure that they're in the right spots. The biggest thing right now, you got to execute what Coach Smith's going to draw up.
So the 5 players on the floor for Cambria-Friesland, 4 of their starters, Pap, Jones, Bermania, and Schrant. And the reserve is Spencer Wiersma, but he's a senior. So you've got 4 seniors and a junior out there. For Randolph, they've gone to, they have 1 sub in. That's Dietrich Meyer. The junior is in instead of Neiman. Otherwise, you got Meredith, a sophomore, Grieger, Alvin, 2 senior leaders, and the sophomore, Jake Dykstra. So here we go, 3.3. Can't call consecutive timeouts. We're actually going to get the ball in bounds here. Derek Smith is out of timeouts if you're Cambria-Friesland. So here we go. Let's get it set. Box set up for the Toppers. Look at where the screens come. Trying to get it inbounds.
Yep.
Tip loose. Taken away by Meyer, and Meyer is fouled. And the reserve with the big play is Dietrich Meyer.
Oh, what a great steal. He jumped the passing lane, tipped it away, and then went and got the loose ball. Probably to secure the game for him.
Foul whistled on. Foul was whistled on. Let's see. I'm not quite sure who they had the foul on there.
They called it on number 1.
They called it on Jones. But now Jones, I don't have Jones with 5 fouls, but at the line, Meyer, his first one is up and off the back iron and no good. So, Cambria-Friesland with 1.5 to go. Still with
rebound and a heave-ho for the win.
Meyer's shot is up. No good. Schrant leaves it to Bermania. He's going to go full court. The shot is up. No good. And we have reached the final. The Randolph Rockets have escaped what would have been one of the stunning upsets in the history of high school basketball in this part of the state. But the Rockets have escaped, winning tonight in overtime over Cambria-Friesland by a score of 43-41.
Wow, what a great basketball game. What a great game played by both teams. Coach Smith in a huddle with his teams. He's got to be super proud of these guys, not only for this game, but for the year that they put together for the Topper community.
Wow, what a game. It was 16-16 at halftime. It was 37-37 at the end of regulation thanks to Owen Jones' heroics when he went glass. But Randolph using the play at the end, the key play made by a junior off the bench, Dietrich Meyer, with the big save or the big steal to give Randolph possession and making the final score 43-41. These fans tonight treated to an amazing game of basketball. We're going to take a 3-minute timeout, get the table set here for the post-game show. Once again, our final, Randolph 43, Cambria-Friesland 41. The post-game show is next. This is High School Sports on Radio Plus.
Tina from Tea's Cup and Cream in Randolph invites you to check out what's new at her shop. Tea's has added some delicious soup choices. Shop their fun collection of spring merchandise. Coming March 15th, Tea's Cup and Cream introduces the acai berry. Not only are they tasty, but this super berry is high in antioxidants and goes well with yogurt, peanut butter, and granola. Also, Tea's has rearranged their seating for a more comfortable experience. Don't worry, they still have excellent choices of coffee, lattes, cappuccinos, bakery items, and more. Have a relaxing time with friends and family at Tea's Cup and Cream, downtown Randolph. Dairyland Auto Center in Randolph is the place to bring your vehicle to keep it running its best. Owner Micah Voskill has been working at Dairyland for over 20 years. Their ASE certified mechanics can do everything from replacing your tires, brakes, and battery, oil changes, and simple maintenance to replacing your transmission. And they use quality Napa parts. Pamper your vehicle with a visit to Dairyland Auto Center in Randolph. They wish the Randolph Rockets good luck in the playoffs. Roberts Brothers Painting of Randolph is a proud supporter of Randolph Rockets athletics. Family owned and operated since 1958, the Roberts Brothers have the skills, knowledge, and techniques to get your exterior paint job done right, no matter your painting needs. Roberts Brothers Painting uses the finest materials and equipment to guarantee a professional job that you'll be proud of. For more info, visit robertsbrotherspainting.com or give Hugh or Paul, the Roberts Brothers, a call at 326-5103 or 326-6214 for all of your exterior painting needs. Randolph Family Dental understands families. Dr. Ross Werner and his daughters Dr. Madeline Werner and Dr. Muriel Werner are there to take care of all of your family's dental needs. They are committed to the highest level of care for their patients, and Randolph Family Dental is currently taking new patients. Call them at 920-326-3191. That's 920-326-3191. Good luck, Rockets, from the friendly staff at Randolph Family Dental. A&B Fitness Concepts in Randolph is accepting new members. A&B Fitness is a workout facility dedicated to helping all of its members reach their fitness goals. They offer fitness classes with a personal feel, small group personal training, and one-on-one personal training, all in a non-intimidating environment in order to fit the needs of their members. Some of the Randolph athletes participating in today's game work out at A&B Fitness Concepts in Randolph. A&B Fitness. Give them a call at 920-763-5695.
Greg Zonnefeld and Mark Vanderwerf back here at the Fondy Fieldhouse for the post-game show. Wow, what a game. Still catching our breath after that one. Tonight, Randolph, we're going to use the word escapes because that's probably the best word. Escapes Cambria-Friesland 43-41 in overtime, and the Rockets are heading back to state for the first time in Tyler Fisher's 9-year career, the first time since he took over from Coach Bob Heffley. And now the Rockets get their chance to go back and create some new memories. But tonight, Mark, what a heart stopper. The largest lead, from my recollection, any team had was a 4-point lead in the first half. Randolph led 14-10, and later on in the second half led by 3, 27-24. And other than that, it was battle, 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 right on down to the wire.
Yeah, it was amazing. These guys just kept it super tight. Cambria had a great game plan. Slow the game down, execute offensively. They did that very, very extremely well. Coach Smith and the Cambria community's got to be very happy with the way these boys played tonight.
Just a great, great basketball game, a great crowd. Fond du Lac AD's or PA announcer saying it's the most noise we've had in this gym in a long time. 2 years ago, Randolph had an opportunity to play, to go to state. It would have been in this gym, but due to COVID, that season was halted, and they never got that chance. Now here they come 2 years later, a chance to do that, and the ladder is coming out, and they're going to get a chance to cut down the net and to move on as sectional champions. Let's give you a little recap of how this game played out. It was a slow-paced game dictated by Cambria-Friesland throughout. It was 7-7 was the first time the game was really tied after the teams traded 1-point leads, 2-point leads. As I said, Randolph took a 14-10 lead with 5:16 to go, but Cambria-Friesland with a 6-2 run to end the half, and we went to halftime with the game tied up at 16 apiece. In the second half, just a real dogfight. Cambria-Friesland took the early lead. The lead went back and forth, was tied at 20, was tied at 22, was tied at 29. Randolph was out to a 31-all lead. Randolph led 33-31 with 51 seconds to go, and actually had the lead at 37-34 after making a couple of free throws when Owen Jones put up one of the best shots you're going to see in a pressure situation. Cambria played the ball in bounds. Jones was on the left wing right in front of the bench, threw it up, it went glass and banked home just ahead of the horn to tie the game and force overtime at 37 apiece. Cambria-Friesland led early in overtime, 39-37. The game was tied at 39-41. A couple of late turnovers, including the key play was a steal by reserve Dietrich Meyer with about 8 seconds left, where he got the steal and was fouled, didn't make the free throws, but it made Cambria go full court, and they couldn't get a good shot off. And Randolph moves to 26-2 and punches their ticket to the state tournament. And Cambria-Friesland ends their season with a record of 20 wins and 9 losses. And Mark, for these Randolph kids, when they were little kids, they were watching older cousins maybe, not so much their dads, although some of their dads played at state earlier, but now they get their chance to go and add to the Rocket legacy.
Oh yeah, these kids, I'm sure they remember, we're probably talking to their coach about when he was playing. He was there when he was a player at Randolph. Now they get their opportunity to write their names in the record books.
And as for Cambria-Friesland, I mean, if you're Coach Derek Schmidt and his staff, I don't know that you could put together a better game plan to have an opportunity to win. And as you said, Mark, you can write the best game plan in the world, but these Cambria-Friesland kids believed that they could play with Randolph. They believed they'd have an opportunity to win and really executed it.
Absolutely, they did. You got to give total credit to the coaches from Cambria for coming up with the game plan. And like you said, credit to the kids. They executed that game plan for 40 minutes. A lot of times it's easy to do it for the first 8-10 minutes of the game and then get a little frustrated, but they executed that game plan for 40 minutes.
So we're going to run down some statistics that we have from tonight. Unofficially, turnovers, Cambria-Friesland with 12 and Randolph with 8. And that was a bit of a difference. A couple of key miscues by the Hilltoppers down the stretch that gave Randolph some opportunities. Field goal percentages unofficially, Cambria-Friesland 14 of 30 for 47%. Randolph 15 of 28 for 53%. Randolph did not make a three-pointer tonight, and they shot 5 of them. And really wasn't the outside game. Cambria-Friesland tonight did cash in on 5 three-pointers, 5 in 11 of their attempts. So looking at the individual numbers, first of all, for Cambria-Friesland, led in scoring by Owen Jones, the 6'1 senior who was the hero at the end of regulation without a doubt. Knocked down 4 triples tonight, 3 2-pointers, finishes with 18 points, 8 points for Kevin Papp, 1 3-pointer, 5 of 5 at the line. Drake Bermania, 3 field goals, 1 of 1 at the line for 7. Cooper Schrant, who was the man to start the second half, 3 consecutive baskets that he made. He finishes with 6 points, 2 points for Spencer Wiersma. Those were 2 huge free throws that tied the game at 41 in the overtime period. Parker Quaid tonight did not score, fouled out with 51 seconds left in regulation. Isaac DeYoung and Tate DeJager played, did not score. For Cambria-Friesland, 14 baskets, 5 3-pointers, 8 of 8 at the free throw line. For the victorious Randolph Rockets, they were led in scoring tonight by, no surprise, Sam Grieger, right at his average of 22 points, 7 2-point baskets, 8 of 10 at the line for 22. Travis Alvin, who battled foul trouble in the first half, scored just 2 points. In the second half, he was the man, including scoring 6 points in overtime. All 6 points that Randolph had came from Travis Alvin. 7 baskets, 2 of 4 at the line. 3 free throws and 4 attempts for Ben Neiman. 1 basket for Jake Dykstra. Carter Meredith started, was 0 of 1 at the line, did not score. Caden McNichol, Dietrich Meyer, Owen Gould, and Trayton Linegar all played, but did not cash into the scoring column. Not a lot of points, 43-41, but what a basketball game.
Yeah, it was great. One of the best games that you would have seen. So I just give hats off to both these teams. Good job to the Toppers on a great season. Good luck to the Rockets as they continue their trip to try to hoist the Golden Ball.
So I know of 2 of the 4 tickets that have been punched to state. This afternoon it was Hurley, which was victorious over Athens. So Hurley, which was ranked 8th in the AP poll at the end of the year, they are up at state. The other game up north, and Mark's going to look, see if he can find this one, was Columbus Catholic and Gibraltar played tonight at Pulaski. In this part, the western part of the state, Bangor, number 6, played number 8 Southwestern. That game played at Prairie du Chien. And then Randolph, as we said, punching their ticket. We're going to take another 2-minute timeout. We'd love to get Tyler Fisher up here, but he has really surrounded down there, taking congratulations and pictures with the team. And actually, I think he's up on the that's Josh Fisher up there right now, cutting the net with his son. And kind of a cool picture, those of you that are watching. He's got a little son in his arms. So we'll take another 2-minute timeout, some more words from our sponsors, and be back to wrap it up here. This is High School Sports on Radio Plus.
Are you missing out on life? Does chronic joint pain prevent you from doing the things you love? I get it. All you think about is pain. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak with New Medical Center. We have the solution to your problem. If you suffer from debilitating and chronic joint pain, learn how innovative medicine with human cellular tissue products can get you back to living your best life.
Hi, my name is Les. I've suffered with a bad right knee for 30 years or 40 years. Actually had a knee replacement scheduled, and I looked into this, and it was probably one of the best decisions I've ever made. My knee now, 3 months later, is almost like new. I can run up and down stairs. I can sit at a gym watching a basketball game. Really, really happy and pleased with the results. Plan on strongly recommending this to, and I have been recommending this to friends and family who have had joint issues, shoulders, backs, and knees.
Call New Medical Center for an alternative approach with innovative medicine at 920-249-8757.
Chad and Tricia Dinkle, owners of Otter's Inn Bar and Grill in Randolph, invite you to join them for their excellent food and fun things to do. You'll love their prime rib served up every other Saturday. Be treated to Otter's liver and onions featured on the 3rd Wednesday each month, and get together with friends every Saturday at 1:30 for their euchre tournament. Otter's Inn Bar and Grill wishes the Randolph Rockets good luck in today's game and invites you to bring friends over for a night of fun, food, and drinks. Otter's is located at 179 Stark Street, Randolph. Quaid Real Estate, LLC in downtown Fox Lake specializes in waterfront and residential properties. With 40 years of real estate experience, Julie and Sonia offer the knowledge to guide you through the home buying and selling process. Quaid Real Estate is open full-time and offer professional photography with drone imagery. It's a seller's market and the inventory is low. If you expect more, contact the company that cares. Quaid Real Estate, area leader in listings and solds at 920-928-2422 or visit QuaidRealEstate.com.
Greg Zonefeld and Mark Vanderwerf back to the Fondy Fieldhouse to wrap things up at tonight's Division 5 sectional championship game, where the Randolph Rockets outlasted the Cambria-Friesland Hilltoppers 43-41 in overtime. Randolph punches their ticket to state. There have been two other tickets in Division 5 that have been finalized. It was Hurley defeating Athens by a score of 41-38. The final ticket is still going on. Bangor also in overtime tonight. Bangor against Southwestern. It's 71-68 in overtime. Bangor, the number 6 team in the state. Southwestern, the number 8 team in the state. A bit of a shocker tonight, though, up at Pulaski. 5th-ranked Columbus Catholic, a frequent time tripper to state. The Dons go down tonight in the hands of Gibraltar, 55-49. Gibraltar's had quite a tournament run. They were a 5 seed, so they knocked off the number 1 seed. Wabeno Leona got beat, so their path was they beat the 12, the 4, the 9, and now the 3, and now they beat Columbus Catholic, one of the top 5 teams in the state. So we know who 3 of those teams are, and we will see once here. Bangor up by 1 in the final minute, thanks to Mark Miller's Twitter feed. And so we'll see if Bangor is the one. You got to think the Rockets are going to be the number 1 seed down at state, which they seed the 4 teams in their division, which will put the Rockets playing the first game on Friday morning down at the Kohl Center. So congratulations to both these teams. Congratulations to Derek Smith and the Cambria-Friesland Hilltoppers on an outstanding effort tonight. But it wasn't quite enough as Randolph prevails in overtime by a score of 43-41. Big thanks to our crew tonight. Josh running the cameras for those of you that are watching. Ron and Carrie on the cameras. If you're listening on the radio, Nick Rush punching the buttons and running the computer back at the station. It's been a great night of basketball, and we were glad to have so many of you along to enjoy and continue to follow Radio Plus Sports as Randolph heads to state. I'm sure we'll have some radio coverage on the dial for you coming up next week. That'll wrap it up from here. For Mark Vanderwerf, I'm Greg Zonefeld. Once again, tonight's final score on your new Medical Center scoreboard. In overtime, Randolph 43, Cambria-Friesland 41. For Radio Plus Sports, we bid you good night and have a good one.
The Boathouse Pub and Eatery on the shores of Fox Lake serves lunch and supper with the best view of Fox Lake. Their menu gives you many delicious options like burgers, pizza, nachos, chicken, sandwiches, wraps, and so much more. The Boathouse has great specials Monday through Saturday, including all-you-can-eat chicken wings, all-you-can-eat spaghetti, burgers and fries, tacos, and of course their amazing fish fry. Bring your friends or make new ones at the Boathouse Pub and Eatery on Chief Kuno Trail, Fox Lake.
Start the new season with big savings like the ones you'll find during New Holland Dealer Days at Waupun Equipment in Waupun and Watertown. Take advantage of 0% financing and cash back offers and save big on reliable New Holland tractors, hay stools, and material handling equipment. And if you're ready to trade, come in and get your best deal. Stop by Waupun Equipment in Waupun and Watertown and go big with preseason savings during Dealer Day.
For commercial use only. Customer participation subject to credit qualification and CNH Industrial Capital America LLC approval. Standard terms, conditions, and other restrictions apply. Down payment may be required.
Sam's Well Drilling would like to congratulate the Randolph Rockets on a great season. Providing well drilling services to the area for over 50 years. Trust the best and trust Sam's Well Drilling. They are a geothermal loop contractor. For more details on the services they offer, check out samswelldrilling.com. Sam's Well Drilling, located just outside of Randolph. Go Rockets from everyone at Sam's Well Drilling of Randolph. Well worth it. It's Sam's Well Drilling.
File Supper Club has been serving up a great dining experience since 1969. They invite you, your family, and friends to join them for their excellent food and drink selections. Enjoy File's perfectly aged, seasoned, and cooked prime rib each Thursday and Saturday, and their Friday fish fry featuring tender and flaky cod. Don't forget File's 15-foot salad bar with a wide variety of salads, vegetables, and crackers. File Supper Club, waiting to serve you where they've been for over 50 years, south of Randolph on Highway 73.